Warrior Lore. Chapter 4167. Wang. When Wang Xian spoke to Qilan Bull, the same root connected to the body of Qilan Bull. The roots of the same root connected Wang Xian, Tian Ci, and Qilan Bull. In addition, the Tai Chi dragon plate and 5 elements grindstone in Wang Xian's hands were also connected to the same root. The suppression from the 6 paths universe disappeared. Rumble. Wang Xian stomped lightly on the ground. A terrifying earth attribute energy formed a cage and attacked the silhouette shrouded in sand. He lifted his head and waved his arm. The star field fragment shrouded the surroundings and expanded rapidly into the shape of a planet. A strong suction force sucked all the experts and disciples from the 6 paths universe into it. Exclamations were heard. Countless experts and disciples from the 6 paths universe were sucked into the planet, including Tian Ci, who was standing on top of the planet. The planet floated in the sky behind Wang Xian. He stared at Tian Duke and another expert from the Void Universe who were charging over. Trying to stop us? You're courting death. Tian Duke saw Wang Xian's attack and his eyes turned cold. He waved his hand and a small knife appeared in his hand. The small knife slashed towards Wang Xian. Swish, swish. Tian Duke and the other expert from the Void Universe sped up. One of the two figures took out a treasure that looked like a swamp and threw it at Qilan Bull. Wait for them to come closer. Wang Xian saw their attack and immediately transmitted his voice to Qilan Bull. Qilan Bull nodded with flickering eyes. Just now, the strength that Wang Xian used did not exceed the creation realm of Sky Yuan. He was waiting for them to come closer. Even though Wang Xian and the rest had lost the suppression from the force of the universe, they still had to be confident in facing experts of this level. The small knife with space attribute came to Wang Xian in an instant. Wang Xian quickly dodged and blocked it. He put some distance between himself and the planet behind him. Qilan Bull's horn shone brightly and released a wave of energy to meet the treasure that looked like a swamp. He had only used 1/10 of his strength. The creation realm treasure of Sky Yuan is mine. In an instant, 4 creation realm experts broke through the defense of Wang Xian and Qilan Bull. Swish, swish. At the same time, another figure flew out from the ground and attacked Tianci, who was on the planet. Ha ha ha, the Heaven Yuan fortune treasure belongs to my old devil. While all the experts of the tribes on the planet were looking at this scene in horror. Among the experts of the tribe, a figure suddenly exploded, and an expert with a terrifying aura emerged from his body. This expert reached out with his pitch-black claws and grabbed at Tian Ci. Another disciple of the tribe changed his expression and charged towards Tian Ci at a terrifying speed. The powerful disciples of the tribes around him were instantly killed by the terrifying energy fluctuations. Instantly, 2 Sky Origin Fortune Realm experts appeared from within the body of the 6-Path Cosmos tribe's disciple. Wang Xian had not expected such a bizarre and powerful technique. However, Wang Xian wasn't flustered at all when the 7 Creation Realm experts attacked Tian Ci. Instead, he revealed a faint smile. The 7 Divine Origin Creation Realm experts were already within reach of Tianci. The distance between Wang Xian and them was also very close. Rumble. With a jolt of his mind, the planet formed by the entire stellar field fragment exploded into a cloud of mist. Lost planet. This was a special planet within the stellar field fragment. It could create a powerful environment. Once the weak fell for it, they would be lost in the illusion. In addition, the experts in the illusory realm might suffer fatal attacks from the outside. The lost planet was not very useful to Divine Origin Creation Realm experts. However, these 7 Creation Realm experts were suppressed in the 6-Path Cosmos, and their strength was already below the Creation Realm. In addition, Wang Xian had the strength of a Creation Realm expert. He could fight against and even kill a dozen of them. Under such circumstances, Wang Xian manipulated the lost planet, and instantly, the 7 Creation Realm experts felt the surrounding scene change. Everything around them had turned into mirrors. In the mirrors, there were their own faces. In the countless mirrors around them, there were countless disciples. What's going on? The sudden change startled the 7 Divine Origin Creation stage powerhouses, and their faces were filled with astonishment. The Tianmin Duke's eyes narrowed as well. He quickly swept his gaze across his surroundings. In his line of sight, his companions beside him had disappeared. There were mirrors all around him, and on the mirrors were his own faces. Illusion? Special treasures? Spacequake! He roared, and the power of space struck the surroundings. Arg! When the spatial shockwaves spread out in all directions, a familiar scream rang out. Hee. Seeing that his trap had succeeded, Wang Xian revealed a faint smile. Tianmin Duke and his companions did not separate and were still adjacent to each other. His area of effect attack landed directly on his companion. The powerful attack caused his companion to let out a scream. Wang Xian moved, and at a speed comparable to their teleportation, he arrived in front of the creation realm expert in the void universe. He moved his palm, and a huge dragon claw shrouded him directly. The horrifying power of death engulfed his body in an instant, killing him completely. What? Tianmin Duke's expression changed drastically when he heard the scream. He quickly used energy to protect his body and scanned the surroundings vigilantly. Ka. In the next second, he felt all the mirrors around him shatter, and a horrifying claw covered him. The claw contained the energy to seal everything and the threat of death. His heart thumped violently, and he wanted to escape. However, there was a huge gap between his current strength and Wang Xian's. A branch entered his body, preventing him from using any special treasures to escape. Following that, Wang Xian clenched his fist. Arg! A scream rang out, and Tianmin Duke's life was instantly extinguished. A space attribute expert with the strength of a control-level expert was easily killed by Wang Xian. The suppression of the universe, the sudden sneak attack, and the two experts from the void universe who were caught off guard. All these conditions combined allowed Wang Xian to consecutively kill two creation realm experts from the void universe. At the side, the Qilin Bull also launched a fatal attack on the other creation realm experts. The current situation was like a creation realm expert sneaking an attack on a pinnacle sovereign realm expert. How could they resist when they had no time to react? There was no way to resist. Chapter 4168. It had a powerful horn and terrifying claws. While Wang Xian was attacking the two Heavenly Yuan creation realm experts from the void universe, Qilin had also launched an attack. The sudden attack had caught the two Heavenly Yuan creation realm experts off guard. On the other side, the Five Elements Grindstone and Tai Chi Dragonboard had also launched their attacks. Above the Five Elements Grindstone, the five divine dragons merged into a five-colored divine dragon and attacked one of the Heavenly Yuan creation realm experts. The Tai Chi Dragonboard had transformed into a yin-yang divine dragon and attacked as well. Simultaneous attacks. Attacks that could kill instantly. However, when the Tai Chi Dragonboard's attack landed on the 1-meter-tall old man, the old man's skin cracked and he withstood the Tai Chi Dragonboard's attack, following which, the old man's figure disappeared quickly with a face full of fear. A ray of light pierced through the sky. Even so, the attacks from Wang Xian, Qilin, and the Tai Chi Dragonboard were all successful. 5 Heavenly Yuan creation realm experts were killed in an instant. Screams rang out. There were a total of 7 people who had come to kill Tianxi through special means in order to obtain the Heavenly Yuan creation realm treasure. When the last Heavenly Yuan creation realm expert heard the horrifying sound, his pupils constricted and his face was filled with horror. Without any hesitation, he used his trump card to escape from this place. Wang Xian looked at the creation realm expert of Heavenly Origin Realm and did not pursue him. The Heavenly Yuan creation realm experts who could come here all had powerful trump cards. If they wanted to escape, it would be very difficult for Wang Xian to pursue them. Therefore, the 7th Divine Origin Creation Realm Cultivator had escaped. So be it. He looked at the corpses of the 5 Heavenly Yuan Creation Realm experts with excitement. The value of these corpses added up was higher than a complete Heavenly Yuan Creation Realm expert's corpse. A complete corpse was a Heavenly Yuan Creation Realm expert's corpse that could not be resurrected. In particular, 2 of the corpses were Heavenly Yuan Creation Realm experts at the control level. With a wave of his arm, Wang Xian kept them with a smirk. Huh, this is? On the planet of the galaxy fragment, the experts and disciples from the Six Paths universe widened their eyes in shock as they witnessed this scene. The energy emitted by the Lost Planet did not affect the people on the Lost Planet. All they saw was that the 7 Creation Realm experts, who were charging towards Muri Tianxi, suddenly froze. Then, Muri Tianxi's adoptive father, the Dragon King, and the others began to attack quickly. 5 Divine Origin Creation Realm experts had been killed, and 2 had escaped. This caused them to be incomparably shocked. The 3 lords of the Six Paths universe couldn't even kill a single Heaven Origin Creation Realm expert. And this Dragon King from Dragon Palace had already killed 6 of them. Muli Tianxi's foster father and the others are so strong. Simply too strong. Yeah, I really didn't expect Muli Tianxi to be so lucky. Not only was he born with the fortune of Heaven Origin, but he also has such a powerful foster father to protect him. This is also because Muli Yin is kind-hearted. If she didn't save the injured Dragon King from Dragon Palace, Muli Tianxi would have been killed without the protection of the experts. It's mainly because this Dragon King of Dragon Palace is more loyal and compassionate. Experts of this level all have resurrection treasures, but the Dragon King of Dragon Palace gave up the powerful fortune of Heaven Origin Creation Realm just because of this. How admirable. The Dragon King of Dragon Palace and the others are too strong. This time, Muli Tianxi shouldn't be in any danger. On the Lost Planet, the experts and disciples from the various tribes were in a heated discussion. They even deliberately praised the Dragon King of Dragon Palace and Muli Yin loudly. Everyone understood the situation before them. The Dragon King of Dragon Palace had once again killed 5 Creation Realm experts. With such terrifying strength, protecting Muli Tianxi shouldn't be too much of a problem. In that case, Muli Tianxi would be the Creation Realm Lord of the Six Paths universe in the future. At this time, they naturally had to please him. What? When the 7 Creation Realm experts suddenly broke through the defenses of the undead spirits in Soil Sand City and attacked the fortune of Heaven Origin Creation Realm experts, the surrounding Creation Realm experts were a little anxious as they stared at the scene intently. However, when they saw the 5 Heaven Origin Creation Realm powerhouses suddenly being killed and the 2 Heaven Origin Creation Realm powerhouses fleeing, they were slightly shocked and their faces were filled with disbelief. 5 Divine Origin Creation Realm experts had been ambushed, 5 of them. Among them were even 2 Creation Realm experts from the Void Universe. What was going on? Damn the Dragon King of Dragon Palace. You guys are able to unleash all your strength. How can you guys not be suppressed by the Six Paths universe? Duke Xining stared at Wang Xian's position. When he saw the Duke of Tianmen and another of his companions being killed, his expression changed drastically and he roared in anger. Even in the Six Paths universe, it was extremely difficult to kill the Heaven Origin Creation Realm experts. Just like Wang Xian, who had been pursued for such a long time, but still managed to escape. But now that 5 Creation Realm experts had been killed, there was only one possibility. A Creation Realm expert with true strength had launched a sneak attack and killed them instantly. All their trump cards could not be used. Otherwise, there was no other possibility. Duke Xining's words made all the surrounding Creation Realm experts' eyes narrow. Dragon King, are you going to protect the fortune of Heaven Origin Creation Realm? Protect that young man? Among the Creation Realm experts, the Fairy Queen, Heavenly Fusion Sage, Phoenix Emperor, and Patriarch of Black Tortoise were among them. They did not retreat to the side like the 12 ancestors of sorcery. They still had some thoughts about the fortune of Heaven Origin Creation Realm experts. Now that they saw Wang Xian unleashing the true strength of a Creation Realm expert, they frowned slightly and immediately transmitted their voices to Wang Xian. Yes, everyone, stop fighting. You guys can't get it. Wang Xian glanced at them and said confidently. Then, his eyes fell on the souls of souls and the corners of his mouth curled up. You can send another 10 Creation Realm experts over and let them fight for it. All right. The souls of souls looked at Wang Xian with flickering eyes. His eyes were also filled with astonishment. The Dragon Palace's Dragon King was unaffected by the Six Paths universe's suppression, though no one knew how he did it. But this also meant that the Dragon King of Dragon Palace and the others could really contend with them. They could easily wreak havoc in their Six Paths universe. Such an existence must not be made an enemy of. Fellow Creation Realm experts of Heaven Origin, which 10 of you want the fortune of Heaven Origin Creation Realm? I can let you go. The souls of souls looked at the Creation Realm experts and said plainly. Chapter 4169. Heavenly Yuan Creation Realm experts. Which 10 of you want to obtain the Heavenly Yuan Creation Realm treasure? I won't stop you. The voice of the departed soul reverberated above the underground city. His eyes swept across the divine origin creation realm experts around him. The corners of his mouth curled up slightly, and his face was full of mockery. The faces of the 60 Heavenly Yuan Creation Realm experts darkened when they heard this. There was a 99% chance that the Dragon King of the Dragon Palace would not be suppressed by the Six Paths universe. Although the scene of him killing was blocked by the mirror image, they could not see what was going on inside. However, the Heavenly Yuan Creation Realm expert beside him should not be suppressed by the Six Paths universe either. Under such circumstances, 10 Heavenly Yuan Creation Realm experts against 2 Heavenly Yuan Creation Realm experts who were not suppressed? There was no way they could win. They were not a match at all. 20 Divine Origin Creation Realm experts would be able to contend against it. There was another problem. Now there were only 60 Heavenly Yuan Creation Realm experts left. They were already at a disadvantage. Among the 20 Heavenly Yuan Creation Realm experts, the remaining 40 were no match for the 3 Heavenly Yuan Creation Realm experts from the Six Paths universe. Everyone, we've been searching in the Six Paths universe for 100 million years. No one will be willing to give up now. Everyone, use all of your trump cards. Use all of your trump cards, or it will be impossible for you to obtain the Heaven Origin Fortune treasure. Take out your trump cards and fight it out. Encyclopedia Saint looked at the scene with a look of unwillingness. He waved his hand, and a scroll of light appeared above him, emitting a terrifying power. This was one of his strongest trump cards. Since he had made such a statement, he had to take out his trump card first. Take out your strongest attack and give it a try. The eyes of the surrounding Heavenly Yuan Creation Realm experts flickered, and they were hesitant. They were also hesitant. They believed that if all the experts took out their strongest trump cards, they could still fight. In fact, there was still hope. But it was only hope. Some of the Heavenly Yuan Creation Realm experts' trump cards were one-time use only. It depended on whether they were willing to use them. Bull, protect Tianxi. Attack and kill more Heavenly Yuan Creation Realm experts. However, Wang Xian let out a loud roar as soon as the words left his mouth. He immediately launched an attack at Encyclopedia. Strike first and gain the upper hand. The attacks of the group of Divine Essence Creation Realm experts were very strange. Wang Xian did not want to defend passively. Attacking first, if they could kill a few Heaven Origin Creation Realm experts, then this trip to the Six Paths universe would be a huge gain. When Wang Xian flew out, he immediately transformed into his divine dragon form. Its gigantic body exuded endless sacred majesty. The dragon's roar resounded across the skies of the Six Paths universe. The 5 elements grindstone was above his head, and the Tai Chi dragon coiled around his body. For the first time, the dragon's roar resounded in the Six Paths universe. Attack. Kill them. How dare you act so presumptuously in our Six Paths universe? Pay the price. Seeing that Wang Xian was about to start a war and hunt down the Creation Realm experts, the departed soul squinted his eyes and roared loudly. In the past 100 million years, Sky Origin Creation experts from other universes had wantonly entered their domain, causing them to burn with anger. Now, it was time for them to strike back. 3 Heaven Origin Creation Realm experts from the Six Paths universe launched their attacks. Hunt those 2 guys from the Void universe. The Dragon King of Dragon Palace has been following the Heavenly Origin Creation Realm youth for close to 100 million years. He is definitely 100% prepared. It's basically impossible to obtain the Heavenly Origin Creation Realm youth. Destroy the Void universe. The eyes of the 12 ancestral sorcerers flickered as they looked at the other heaven origin creation realm experts from the nine-source universe and transmitted their thoughts to them. The City Queen, the Patriarch of Black Tortoise, Heavenly Sage, and the rest of the heaven origin creation realm experts pondered upon hearing the words of the 12 ancestral sorcerers. Damn it, the Dragon Palace is going to have another heaven origin creation realm expert. Looking at this scene, the Phoenix Emperor's expression was extremely ugly. Currently, the feud between the Dragon Palace and the Phoenix clan was difficult to resolve. The stronger the Dragon Palace was, the more danger the Phoenix clan would be in. Now that the Dragon King had a youth who was 100% certain to enter the Heavenly Origin Creation Realm and possess the Heavenly Origin Creation Realm youth, this was a huge crisis for the Phoenix clan. However, he had no other choice. The current Dragon King of the Dragon Palace was no weaker than him. If his little brother was included, he wouldn't be a match for him at all. Attack. At this moment, the Heavenly Sage, Black Tortoise Patriarch, Angel Emperor, City Queen, and the rest exchanged glances with the 12 ancestral sorcerers. Then, they attacked Duke Shining and the rest from the Void Universe. Damn it, you damned guys from the Nine-Source Universe. How dare you attack us instead of snatching the Heavenly Origin Creation Realm treasure? When Duke Shining saw the 12 ancestral sorcerers attacking the two of them, his expression changed drastically as he roared furiously. Once the group of Heavenly Origin Creation Realm experts from the Nine-Source Universe attacked them, they would definitely not be able to obtain the Heavenly Origin Creation Realm treasure. Those guys from the Nine-Source Universe have given up. We've lost a few strong teammates again. This is bad. The Nine-Source Universe experts are going to kill 2 people from the Void Universe. We're going to lose close to 10 experts from our side. When the surrounding Heaven Origin Creation Realm experts saw the experts from the Nine-Source Universe giving up on the treasure and attacking the experts from the Void Universe, their faces turned ugly. The chances of obtaining the Heavenly Origin Creation Realm treasure were slim to begin with, and now such a situation had occurred. Even if they used all their trump cards, it would still be difficult to deal with the 3 experts from the Six Paths universe and the Dragon King and the rest. Dragon King of the Dragon Palace, if not for you, the Heavenly Origin Creation Realm treasure would have been mine. Seeing Wang Xian charging towards him, Encyclopedia Saint bellowed furiously. However, when he saw Wang Xian attacking him, he did not hesitate and quickly fled into the distance. With the strength that Wang Xian had displayed, he could kill him instantly. Star Domain Space Lock. Wang Xian waved his arm and the Star Domain fragment flew in front of him, locking onto Encyclopedia Saint's figure. At the same time, he swayed his huge dragon tail and attacked the Heavenly Origin Creation Realm experts around Encyclopedia Saint. Surrounding him were the 6 companions that he had called over. Seeing the huge dragon tail sweeping over, their faces turned ugly. Are we going to just run away like this? The 6 Heavenly Origin Creation Realm experts roared indignantly. They were the ones who had discovered the Heavenly Origin Creation Realm treasure first. In the end, not only did they not obtain anything, but they also had to use the treasure to escape. Wang. However, 2 of the Heavenly Origin Creation Realm experts took out their treasures without hesitation and tried to escape. I'll sacrifice my blood to the vast land, the Six Paths universe. Today, even if I have to pay a price, I'll make some of you stay here. At this time, above the arena, Tu Sha City suddenly roared. Chapter 4170. I'll sacrifice my blood to the vast land. This was a powerful ability of Soil Sand City. It required a hefty price to form an incomparably powerful defense with its own blood. Blood sacrificed to the Pale Land, and the land was psychic. It formed a special space region of the land. In this space region, it could interfere with all escape abilities and skills. Just like spatial element teleportation, the distance of teleportation could not exceed the limits of this world. Of course, this ability of Soil Sand City was not invincible. This restriction could only be maintained for a short period of time. But even if it was a short period of time, it was enough for him. The yellow soil formed a unique pattern. There was a blood-red pattern in the yellow soil. The entire city was shrouded by this move. All the Sky Yuan Creation Realm experts were shrouded in it. Wang, Baiki Saint, and the rest of the Sky Yuan Creation Realm experts, who were prepared to escape, took out their treasures. The treasures were temporarily ineffective. This caused their expressions to change. Those Sky Yuan Creation Realm experts who were prepared to escape were also shocked. Damn Six Paths Universe. Attack. Stop the Dragon King. Given our strength, we can definitely hold him off for a while. Baiki Saint sensed that he was being targeted. He could sense that the surrounding strange earth element energy was preventing them from escaping. His face darkened. He roared at the 6 Sky Yuan Creation Realm experts around him. Oh no, I can't escape in a short period of time. The 6 Sky Yuan Creation Realm experts around Baiki Saint were horrified. They gritted their teeth as they looked at Wang Xian, who was attacking them. Great! Wang Xian's eyes lit up when he saw this. The experts of the 6 Paths universe finally had a trump card. Although it could only trap these experts for slightly more than 10 seconds, it was more than enough. He locked his gaze on Baiki Saint and the other 6 experts and continued to sweep his dragon tail.
Attack!
Attack! Baiki Saint and the other 6 Sky Yuan Creation Realm experts bellowed and immediately unleashed a powerful attack. The war had completely broken out. Dozens of Divine Essence Creation Realm experts frowned slightly when they saw that Soil Sand City had trapped them. The 3 Sky Yuan Creation Realm experts from the 6 Paths universe looked grim when they saw them charging over. The faces of Duke Shining and the others in the Void universe darkened. He hurriedly blocked the attacks of the 12 ancestral sorcerers. Boom, boom, boom. On Wang Xian's side, when Wang Xian charged towards the 7 Creation Realm experts, including Encyclopedia, Saint, and the other Sky Origin Realm experts, the surrounding Sky Origin Creation Realm experts naturally wouldn't get involved and quickly hid. Saint, Encyclopedia, and the others immediately tried to defend. With a deafening roar, the 7 Heavenly Yuan Creation Realm experts were sent flying rapidly by Wang Xian's tail. The faces of the 7 Heaven Origin Creation Realm experts darkened. Hold on for a dozen seconds. The 6 Paths Universe's seal can only last for a dozen seconds. A Heaven Origin Creation Realm expert said loudly with a sullen face. A dozen or so seconds is not a big problem. Everyone, don't hold back. Another Sky Origin Creation Realm expert roared. Roar! Wang Xian stared at them. With a loud roar, he flew towards them. His humongous body moved towards them, trying to restrain all of them. He activated the 9 Origin Dragon Domain. Boom! 9 types of elemental energy filled the entire space. It enveloped Saint, Encyclopedia and the other 6 Heavenly Yuan Creation Realm experts completely. The impact of the energy surged into their bodies. Light consecration! Saint, Encyclopedia roared. A ball appeared in his palm, and he opened it up. The holy power of light shrouded all of them. The other 6 Heavenly Yuan Creation Realm experts also defended with all their might. Can you block it? Wang Xian's dragon body surrounded them in the middle. He extended his dragon claws and clawed downwards. At the same time, the 5 elements Great Grindstone above him transformed into a 5 elements Divine Dragon. The Tai Chi Dragon Coil around him also transformed into a Yin-Yang Divine Dragon. They attacked Saint, Encyclopedia and the other 6 Heavenly Yuan Creation Realm experts in unison. Boom! Wang Xian's dragon claws landed on their defense. To Wang Xian's surprise, the layers of defense were broken by him. The last layer of defense was still able to block him. However, it was useless to just block his attack. Roar! Bam! The horn of the 5 elements Divine Dragon hit the last layer of defense directly. This made Saint, Encyclopedia and the other 6 Heavenly Yuan Creation Realm experts' expressions change drastically. This is bad. That supreme treasure in his hand can also ignore the suppression of the 6 Paths universe. Saint Baifu roared with a face full of fear. Tisk, I'll block it. The rest is up to you guys. One of the Heavenly Yuan Creation Realm experts revealed a pained expression. He waved his arm and a strip of cloth met the attack of the 5 elements Great Grindstone. Bam! The dragon horn hit the strip of cloth, but it was blocked by the cloth that was full of strange patterns, following which The cloth began to crumble and floated downwards. Roar! However, before they could rejoice or continue defending, the attack of the yin-yang divine dragon that was transformed from the Tai Chi dragon coil had arrived. Why is there still more? When the yin-yang divine dragon's attack, which was comparable to a heavenly Yuan creation realm expert, attacked them, the group of heavenly Yuan creation realm experts revealed a look of despair. Under normal circumstances, under the suppression of the Six Paths universe, 10 suppressed experts could withstand an unsuppressed heavenly Yuan creation realm expert. The 7 of them were already at a disadvantage against Wang Xian alone. In addition to the 5 elements Great Grindstone, they might be able to hold on for more than 10 seconds if they used their trump cards. But now, a third existence comparable to a heavenly Yuan creation realm expert had appeared. How are they going to fight against this? Boom! The yin-yang force swirled, annihilating all energy as it engulfed them. Wang. Before the heaven origin creation realm experts could react, the energy swept through their bodies, instantly taking away their life force. Kaka. One of the heavenly Yuan creation realm experts' body cracked like porcelain, leaving behind a fake corpse. As for his real body, he appeared at the side of the blood sacrifice vast earth seal in Soil Sand City. His forehead was filled with cold sweat as he looked at Wang Xian in horror. Wang Xian waved his arm and kept the 6 corpses. In the next instant, he focused his gaze and locked onto the 2 heavenly Yuan creation realm experts in the void universe. Kill them! Wang Xian roared at the 12 ancestors of sorcery and attacked them directly. Chapter 4171. Oh no! When Duke Xining heard Wang Xian's voice and saw Wang Xian charging towards them, his heart sank. His gaze swept over, and he was greatly shocked. Beside Wang Xian were 2 terrifying divine dragons. One was the 5 elements, and the other was yin-yang. The yin-yang 5 elements divine dragons exuded strength that was not weaker than the creation realm. This is? The strength of the Dragon King of Dragon Palace is no weaker than the control realm. The Fairy Queen and the rest looked over. Their pupils constricted and their faces were filled with shock. The Dragon King of Dragon Palace is growing too fast. Even the Lao Tzu of Black Tortoise exclaimed. Wang Xian had the strength of a creation realm divine dragon not long ago. Now, he was comparable to a control realm existence. Moreover, he still had a powerful subordinate. In addition, there was the foster son who would become a creation realm divine dragon in the future. The future of Dragon Palace was too strong. Oh no! The Phoenix Emperor's heart sank when he saw Wang Xian's invincible aura. He had a bad feeling about this. There was a high chance that the current Dragon King could kill him. Virtual space. Duke Xining saw Wang Xian charging towards him. Without hesitation, he took out an extremely powerful treasure. Illusory space allowed one to enter another space. As long as he could not find the entrance to the virtual space, he could forget about killing him. Similarly, he could not attack his opponents in the outside world while he was in the virtual space. This was an evasive treasure. The last time he encountered the departed souls, he had used this treasure to escape easily. However, as he dodged, the creation realm divine dragon expert in the void universe was dumbfounded. He looked at Wang Xian, who was charging towards him, and the 7 experts from the 9-source universe surrounding him. His face was filled with bitterness and despair. There was no way to evade. It was already strenuous for him to fight the 12 grand sorcerers alone, not to mention the Dragon King of Dragon Palace, who was not suppressed by the 6 Paths universe, and the 2 treasures beside him that were not suppressed. He teleported, intending to evade continuously. As long as the lockdown of Soil Sand City failed, he was still confident of escaping. Swoosh! However, the speed of his teleportation was too slow in Wang Xian's eyes. Wang Xian shook his body, and the unbeginning saint wings appeared on both sides of his body. The power of wind and thunder flashed, and he instantly arrived beside the expert from the void universe. The dragon claw went straight for him. No! That powerhouse from the void universe had no way of dodging. He let out a desperate roar. With a wave of his arm, Wang Xian killed him and kept his corpse. Dragon King of Dragon Palace, my void universe will be destroyed by you in the future. When Duke Shining, who was hiding in the empty dimension, saw this scene, his face darkened and filled with murderous intent. Hee. Upon hearing his words, Wang Xian smirked in contempt. After sensing the location of Duke Shining, Wang Xian did not attack him. Instead, he looked to the side. He turned his gaze to the 20-odd divine origin creation realm experts who were being attacked by the revenants. Wang Xian swayed his huge body and flew over. Only 10 seconds had passed since Wang Xian killed the 6 creation realm experts from Encyclopedia Saint to the creation realm expert from the Void Universe. There were still a few seconds left. Within these few seconds, if Wang Xian could kill one more creation realm expert, he would gain a huge amount of resources. These resources could allow the disciples of Dragon Palace to improve tremendously. Oh no, the Dragon King of Dragon Palace has locked on to us. He has 2 special treasures that are comparable to creation realm experts. We can't go against him. When Wang Xian flew towards the 20-odd Heaven Yuan Fate Realm experts, their expressions changed drastically as they bellowed furiously. Kill him. Wang Xian's eyes lit up. We have to break through the surrounding blockade. Otherwise, all of us will die. One of the creation realm experts roared in a frenzy. Rumble, rumble, rumble. He took out a treasure and launched an attack on the blockade of Soil Sand City. A loud explosion sounded. Faint ripples appeared on the blockade of Soil Sand City, and it started to turn illusory. Thunder. Upon seeing this, Wang Xian narrowed his eyes and flapped his unbeginning saint wings. Countless bolts of lightning covered the entire space, and all the divine origin creation realm experts were within its range. Thunder bath. Boom. The blockade was attacked again, and it started to turn illusory. Swoosh. At this moment, some of the creation realm experts escaped through their treasures. The surrounding heavenly origin fortune treasures also quickly escaped through their treasures. It was especially so for the 20-odd creation realm experts targeted by Wang Xian. All of them were not stingy with their trump cards. Upon seeing this, Wang Xian's eyes flickered. With a wave of his arm, the 5 elements divine dragon transformed into the 5 elements grindstone. Wang Xian injected the power of wind and thunder into it and waved his arm. The 5 elements grindstone flew in one direction at a terrifying speed. The next moment, Wang Xian grabbed the Tai Chi dragon plate and waved it in another direction. Wind and thunder lock. The thunderbolts had already entered the bodies of all the creation realm experts. After Wang Xian activated wind and thunder lock, he immediately ordered the Tai Chi dragon plate and the 5 elements grindstone to chase after the 2 creation realm experts. His gaze fell on Duke Shining, who had stepped out of the virtual space. The creation realm experts in the Void Universe were his first targets. After Duke Shining came out of the virtual space, he moved his palm and unrolled a scroll. Then, he disappeared rapidly. With a swift movement, Wang Xian chased after Duke Shining rapidly with the help of his ability to locate enemies in the void. Chase and kill them. The eyes of the golden leopard of the undead were a little red as they roared with murderous intent. Rumble, rumble, rumble. In the surrounding area, a portion of the creation realm experts did not use their treasures to escape. Instead, they fled in all directions. Beams of energy attacks blanketed the entire area. At this moment, all the creation realm experts were no longer in the mood to fight for the creation realm treasures. They knew that there was another creation realm expert who was not suppressed by the force of the universe beside the young man with the creation realm treasure. It was too difficult for them to capture that young man from his hands. In an instant, all the creation realm experts fled. The undead and the rest continued their pursuit. The terrifying energy and aura above the entire underground city disappeared rapidly. Huff, 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 huff. When the experts and disciples of the tribes on the lost planet saw all the creation realm experts leaving, they panted heavily and wiped the cold sweat off their foreheads. This time, for them, it was as if they had taken a trip back from hell. At this moment, they were glad that they were still alive. Glad that they did not die. Chapter 4172. The Lords have gone to hunt down a group of creation realm sky Yuan experts. Phew, The Dragon King from the Dragon Palace in the Nine-Source universe was so strong that he could transform into an incomparably powerful divine beast. Mu Li Tianxi's adoptive father isn't a human, but rather a member of one of the most powerful races in the Nine Essences universe. According to some of the clan's records, the Nine Essences universe is a very powerful universe, and there are many powerful races there. The Dragon King from the Dragon Palace just now killed many Creation Realm Sky Yuan experts. That huge divine dragon body is simply terrifying. On the Lost Planet, all the experts from the tribes were discussing what had just happened in shock. Some experts looked at Tianxi, who was in the center, with flickering eyes. Now that he had survived Tianxi's crisis, it wouldn't be long before he could become a Creation Divine Origin expert. He would become one of the rulers of their universe. Sister, am I going to be invincible in the future? Brother-in-law, I'm going to become a Heaven Origin Fortune level expert in the future, and I have an incomparably powerful godfather. Will I be able to do whatever I want in the Six Paths universe? Not far away, Gong Chung Miao Miao's younger brother grabbed his sister's arm excitedly and shouted in a low voice. Gong Chung Miao Miao was still in shock as he looked at Tianxi. When the experts of the Jiuhe tribe heard this news, their expressions became somewhat excited. This time, their Jiuhe tribe might be able to make a leap and become the third largest tribe in the Six Paths universe. Of course, all of this depended on Gong Chung Miao Miao and Muri Tianxi being together. Now, Muri Tianxi's background and potential were beyond imagination. The surrounding experts were also looking at Muri Tianxi with different thoughts in mind. However, they didn't have any ulterior motives. One should know that there was a Creation Realm Sky Yuan expert guarding Muri Tianxi to prevent any accidents from happening to him. Swish, swish. At the same time, Wang Xian was flying rapidly in a certain direction. The power of wind and thunderlock had landed on all the Creation Realm Sky Yuan experts. However, Wang Xian's target this time was Duke Xining from the Void Universe. This time, of the 4 Creation Realm experts from the Void Universe, he had already killed 3 of them. The last one was Duke Xining. At the same time, the 12 ancestral sorcerers and the others were also pursuing Duke Xining in the Void Universe. The 12 Grand Wizards had a great advantage in terms of locking down their opponents. However, their speed was much slower than Wang Xian's. After using a treasure to teleport, Duke Xining had already fled to an extremely distant place. Within a few seconds, Wang Xian had distanced himself from the 12 ancestors of Sorcerer and the rest. This damn Dragon Palace's Dragon King. Even Duke of Tianmin and the others died in his hands. This time in the Six Paths universe, I'm really screwed over by him. Duke Xining used the escape scroll to arrive at another area. His expression was gloomy as he growled in a low voice. This time, not only did they not obtain any treasures in the Six Paths universe, but they also suffered great losses. For them, it was simply terrible. Every time they died, they would consume a huge amount of resources and treasures. Even Divine Origin Creation Realm experts didn't have many treasures that could resurrect without being damaged. There were even some powerhouses who didn't have treasures that allowed them to revive without any injuries. After resurrection, their strength would either decline and they would need to improve again, or they would need to cultivate again, which would be a waste of time. The cataclysm was coming, and this wasn't a good thing. Go back. This time, the Void Universe had suffered a crushing defeat, and he was the only one left. Now, he could only hurry back. This was because he also knew that he might be targeted by the 12 ancestors of Sorcerer in the Nine Origins universe. He moved, and a water droplet appeared in front of him. The water droplet landed on his head. The water droplet turned into a puddle and landed on his body. Following that, traces of the power of lightning and power of darkness were washed away by the drop of water. Duke Xining glanced at the 2 types of energy that fell from his body and looked at the disappearing water droplet with a slight heartache. He moved and quickly flew into the distance. A few minutes later, when Wang Xian arrived, he glanced at the place where Duke Xining had been and shook his head slightly. Seems like it's impossible to kill the last Divine Origin Creation Realm expert in the Void Universe. Wang Xian thought to himself. Regarding this, he wasn't too disappointed. An expert of this level was not that easy to kill. The reason why he could kill so many Divine Origin Creation Realm experts just now was because of a sneak attack, and also because he had the help of the experts from the Six Paths universe. Otherwise, it would have been impossible for him to kill so many Divine Origin Creation Realm experts. However, from what I can sense, the Tai Chi Dragon Plate pursuing the Divine Origin Creation Realm expert did not remove the power of the Wind and Thunder Lock. Wang Xian squinted his eyes, moved, and immediately changed his direction. So far, since arriving in this universe, Wang Xian had a total of 13 Divine Origin Creation Realm experts' corpses. Not long ago, he had obtained 11 corpses, and he hadn't had the time to check if there were any powerful treasures. Now, if he could kill one or two more, he could return with a full load. He flew at high speed. A few minutes later, he sensed that the Tai Chi Dragon Plate had caught up with the Divine Origin Creation Realm expert and was attacking him. When the Divine Origin Creation Realm expert saw the Tai Chi Dragon Plate chasing after him, his expression changed drastically. When he couldn't shake off the Tai Chi Dragon Plate, he could only use treasures to escape. Netherworld Dragon Pursuit. The moment he sensed that the Divine Origin Creation Realm expert was escaping, Wang Xian executed the Netherworld Dragon Pursuit. A black hole appeared in front of him, and Wang Xian stepped into it directly. Wang. In that instant, he appeared beside a middle-aged man. The middle-aged man had just escaped the attack of the Tai Chi Dragon Plate with the help of treasures. When he saw the humongous divine dragon suddenly appearing in front of him, his face was filled with horror. Dragon King of Dragon Palace, I have no feud with you. Boom! The middle-aged man screamed in horror. However, what greeted him was Wang Xian's humongous dragon claw. The dragon claw grabbed him directly, and terrifying energy surged into his body, killing him instantly. The 14th. Wang Xian revealed a smile, and continued his pursuit with the power of the Wind and Thunder Lock. As for whether these Divine Origin Creation Realm experts had a feud with him, it wasn't important. When the cataclysm began, many universes that had no feud with each other would erupt into wars. Those Pinnacle Universe Lord Realm experts would go crazy for resources and a slot to break through. As for those Divine Origin Creation Realm experts, they would also go crazy to expand their forces. Chapter 4173. Once the cataclysm arrived, the experts from other universes could not be trusted. Once the cataclysm began, the experts from the same universe would usually stand united and let bygones be bygones. When the cataclysm broke out, the only ones who could be trusted would be teammates from the same universe. Wang Xian did not care if they had any feud with him. If he could kill them, he would. It was just like how Qinzi had no feud with them, but they all wanted to kill him for the Heavenly Origin Creation treasure. It had nothing to do with good or bad, only the cruel laws of the universe. Wang Xian continued his pursuit. However, to his regret, the Wind and Thunder Lock energy disappeared after more than 10 minutes. The Netherworld Dragon's pursuit ability could only be used once after a long time. Without this ability, it would be too difficult for Wang Xian to hunt down a Heavenly Origin Creation Realm expert. Just like how the experts from the Void Universe chased after Wang Xian, it was extremely difficult to kill a Heavenly Origin Creation Realm expert. After more than 10 hours, Wang Xian gave up completely and summoned the 5 Elements Grindstone and the Tai Chi Dragon Board. Then, he flew towards the underground city. As he had used the Netherworld Dragon's pursuit ability once, Wang Xian was no longer in the plains, but in the grasslands. However, without the suppression of the Six Paths universe, Wang Xian's speed was still very fast. Midway, the 12 ancestral sorcerers, the Queen of the Fairies, and a few other Heavenly Origin Creation Realm experts sent a message to Wang Xian. They wanted to meet Wang Xian at the Tree of Chaos beside the 9-Source universe to see if they could strike a deal. After reading their message, Wang Xian agreed immediately. He had many corpses of Heavenly Origin Creation Realm experts with him, and the 12 ancestral sorcerers and the rest knew about it. Resources of such level would be of great use to Heavenly Origin Creation Realm experts. Needless to say, they could be used to train their subordinates. As for the corpses in Wang Xian's hands, he could use them to trade for treasures and resources. I should be able to gather enough resources for my breakthrough this time. Wang Xian's eyes flickered. He had gained enough this time. After chatting with the 12 ancestral sorcerers, the Queen of the Fairies, and the rest, he returned to the underground city soon. When Wang Xian arrived, he found that some of the destroyed buildings in the underground city had been rebuilt. Within the underground city, there was an aura of a heavenly origin creation realm expert. The Earth Attribute Divine Origin Creation Realm expert has returned, Wang Xian thought to himself. After sensing Tianxi's location, he immediately flew over. Buzz. Soon, Wang Xian appeared in a huge hall. There were 6 seats at the top of the hall. Qilin Bull transformed into his human form and sat on the highest seat. Beside him, Tianxi also sat there. The other one was the 6 Paths Universe's Heaven Origin Creation Stage expert, Tu Sha City. In the main hall, there were also the strong disciples of the Muley tribe, Tianxi's mother, and the others. Other than that, there was a group of Peak Ninth Order sovereigns. Greetings, Dragon King. When the experts from the 6 Paths universe saw Wang Xian, they quickly greeted him. Currently, the relationship between Wang Xian and the 6 Paths universe was extremely delicate. If the 3 of them wanted to protect Muri Tianxi and help him break through to the creation realm of heavenly essence, Wang Xian would be on good terms with them. Of course, all of this had to be officially announced by their lord. However, they could tell from the current situation, Muri Tianxi was going to become a creation realm expert in the future. The Dragon King of the Dragon Palace was too strong. Even if the 3 lords from the 6 Paths universe wanted to snatch away the creation realm treasure, the chances would be slim. The Dragon King of the Dragon Palace of the 9 Origins Universe Divine Dragon Clan. It's my honor to be acquainted with you in such a way. I would also like to thank the Dragon King for helping our 6 Paths universe protect the treasure of our universe. When Tu Sha City saw Wang Xian, he immediately stood up and cupped his fists in gratitude. Godfather. When Tianxi saw Wang Xian, he immediately ran to his side. Everything is creation realm. Wang Xian patted Tianxi's head and smiled at Tu Sha City. Hee, the Dragon King is fated with our 6 Paths universe. No matter what, our 6 Paths universe has to thank the Dragon King. Without the Dragon King, the treasure of our 6 Paths universe would have been snatched away. In the future, our 6 Paths universe would have one less expert who could suppress everything. Tu Sha City spoke to Wang Xian politely. There was nothing he could do about it. The strength that Wang Xian had displayed was no weaker than the 6 Paths universe. Moreover, he was not suppressed by the 6 Paths universe. If they were to become enemies with Wang Xian, the entire 6 Paths universe would be plunged into misery and suffering. More than half of the living beings would be annihilated. Perhaps we are really fated. Wang Xian smiled and was very courteous to him. Haha, we are indeed fated. This time, we have to thank the Dragon King properly. At this time, a voice came from outside. The other 2 creation realm departed spirits of the 6 Paths universe and Jin Bao entered the main hall. The departed spirits laughed and said to Wang Xian, "You don't have to thank me." Wang Xian shook his head when he saw them. "We have to thank you. If it weren't for your help, our 6 Paths universe would have suffered great losses today. We have prepared some treasures for the Dragon King. We hope that we can be friends." The departed spirits looked at Wang Xian and spoke seriously. "If you really want to thank me, then give Tianxi some treasures so that he can step into the creation realm of Heavenly Yuan as soon as possible." Wang Xian smiled and said to them, "Haha, that works too. The creation realm of Heavenly Yuan treasure will directly nurture and recognize its owner. Tianxi was born extraordinary, and we will be best comrades in the future. Now, we naturally have to take out our treasures to help him reach the creation realm of Heavenly Yuan as soon as possible." The departed spirits smiled and nodded their heads. "Next, while all the tribes of the 6 Paths universe are here, let's hold a grand ceremony to celebrate and congratulate the future creation realm experts of our 6 Paths universe," Tu Shacheng suggested. "This is up to you all. However, I will be bringing Tianxi to the 9 Source universe after some time. When he reaches the creation realm of Heavenly Yuan, I will let him return." Wang Xian said to them. His words stunned the departed spirits, and their eyes flickered. Beside them, Muri and the rest weren't too surprised. Tianxi had already told them about some things. Muri'in and Tianxi's grandparents also agreed to let Tianxi follow Wang Xian back to the Nine-Source universe. This was because they knew that in this world, apart from them, only Tianxi's godfather would treat Tianxi well. He wouldn't harm him. They also had complete trust in Wang Xian. In fact, it even exceeded their trust in the three lords of the Six Paths universe. Chapter 4174, Dragon King. It's good that you want to bring Tianxi to the Nine Essences universe. After all, Tianxi hasn't reached the heavenly origin creation realm, and there are experts from other universes who covet the treasure in his body. The Nine Essences universe is very strong, and the experts from other universes don't dare to enter it. Tianxi going back with you is also a good choice. The golden leopard of the undead, Tu Shacheng, and the rest exchanged glances before speaking to Wang Xian. They knew everything in their hearts. This Dragon King was worried about leaving Tianxi with them. After all, the allure of a heavenly origin fortune treasure was too great. The undead could understand why he wanted to take it away. Most importantly, Tianxi was a disciple of the Six Paths universe after all, so he had to return to the Six Paths universe to live. They were not worried that Tianxi would not return in the future. Furthermore, Tianxi's tribe and family were all in the Six Paths universe. Tianxi was, after all, a member of the Six Paths universe, now and in the future. Tianxi, follow the Dragon King to another universe and cultivate with peace of mind. We will take good care of your family and your tribe. Tu Sha City said to Tianxi. Thank you, Lord Soil Sand City. Hearing this, Tianxi thanked him with a smile. Hee, I dare not. Tianxi, your strength will definitely surpass mine in the future. I still need you to take care of me in the future, Tu Sha City hurriedly said. He also understood that Muli Tianxi possessed the fortune of heaven treasure. As long as he broke through to the fortune of heaven realm, he would definitely be stronger than him. Building a good relationship with him now would be good for the future. Tianxi's future is going to be stronger than ours. I wonder what kind of heaven origin fortune treasure Tianxi has? Jin Bao looked at Wang Xian and asked curiously, Wood element, attack type. Wang Xian said to him, It's an offensive type. Tianxi should be able to match up to the control level once he enters the ethereal creation realm. I, the golden leopard, admire the Dragon King for remaining unmoved in the face of such a treasure. It's truly admirable. Jin Bao sighed and cupped his fists at Wang Xian. As the heavenly origin fortune supreme treasure, they knew that as long as they killed Tianxi, they could easily take away the heavenly origin fortune supreme treasure. Whether it was for his own use or to nurture his disciples, it would bring him immeasurable benefits. He was shocked that Wang Xian could give up. Not only him, but all the creation realm experts were also very surprised. Upon hearing his compliments, Wang Xian smiled faintly. After chatting for a while, the group arrived at a nearby palace. This palace was called the Heavenly Dragon Palace. It was a majestic palace that Tu Sha City personally built in the underground city. The size and splendor of the palace was the highest in the entire underground city. The heavens took the gifts from the heavens. The dragon was naturally the dragon of the Dragon King. This was also Soil Sand City's way of fawning over Tianxi. The Six Dao tournament was also suspended because of Tianxi. The news spread to every corner of the Six Paths universe at a terrifying speed. The heavenly primordial fortune, treasure youth. Muli Tianxi was born extraordinary. Muli Tianxi, who was bound to step into the creation state of Tianyuan in the future. And Muli Tianxi's adoptive father, the Dragon King of the Nine Essences universe's Dragon Palace. All sorts of rumors and discussions spread throughout the entire Six Paths universe. Especially when the powerful disciples of the Muli tribe heard this news, all of them were dumbfounded and filled with shock. Who would have thought that a true dragon, the son of heaven, would appear in their small Muli tribe? A true dragon, the son of heaven. And the powerful disciples of the Muli tribe were quickly invited to the underground city by the powerful disciples of the Shintu tribe and the deceased tribe. Even the chief of the tribe was in a trance when he heard this news. The Muli tribe, because of Tianxi, could be said to have truly soared to the sky, and the Jiuha tribe soared along with the Muli tribe. The Jiuha tribe, because of Gong Chung Miao Miao. The news that Mu Li Tianxi and Gong Chung Miao Miao were lovers made the powerful disciples of the Juha tribe excited for a long time, especially when they learned that Mu Li Tianxi had brought Gong Chung Miao Miao to see the Dragon King and obtained the approval of the Dragon King. Their Juha tribe, this was a true empress family, the tribe of the wife of the future creation state expert. Who would dare to provoke them? Even the Xian-Tu tribe and the deceased tribe did not dare. The Xian-Tu tribe and the deceased tribe had two lords, Tu Sha City and the deceased tribe. But their Juha tribe not only had Mu Li Tianxi, but also Mu Li Tianxi's adoptive father, the powerful Dragon King of the Dragon Palace. Everyone in the Six Paths universe knew how powerful the Dragon King of the Dragon Palace was. For the rest of the time, the Six Paths Conference continued. After the Six Paths Conference selected the strongest experts, a grand banquet was held. The banquet was mainly held for Mu Li Tianxi, to celebrate the addition of a creation state expert to the Six Paths universe in the future. The entire banquet lasted for a year. When the banquet ended, it had been more than 10,000 years since the last Great War. For the past 10,000 years, Wang Xian had Tianxi accompany his family and girlfriend. Tianxi, work hard on your cultivation and strive to reach the creation state of heavenly yuan as soon as possible. The future Six Paths universe still needs your protection. After the banquet, in a grand hall, Tu Sha City and the rest spoke to Mu Li Tianxi. Goodbye, uncles. I'll be back as soon as possible. Tianxi nodded to them. Take good care of Tianxi. The leader of the Muley tribe said to Mu Li and the rest. This time, Tianxi was not the only one who followed Wang Xian to the Nine-Source universe. Tianxi's mother, grandfather, and a dozen other family members followed. Even Gong Chung Miao Miao, his father, and some other family members followed. With Enlai around, it was not too difficult to travel through the universe. It could be done with just one teleportation. Even if Tianxi wanted to come back, it would be very easy. Moreover, Tianxi would be following Wang Xian to the Tree of Chaos this time. At most, he would be able to break through to the creation state of heavenly yuan after cultivating for more than 200 million years. 200 million years was not a long period of time for these experts. However, Mu Li could not bear to be separated from her child for so long. Hence, she wanted to go with them. After which, Mu Li's father and the rest followed along. Naturally, Wang Xian did not have any objections. When they reached the Dragon Palace, it was not a bad thing to have some acquaintances with Tianxi. Let's go, everyone. See you next time. Wang Xian gestured to Enlai beside him before bowing to the departed souls of Tu Sha City and the rest. Enlai's energy enveloped them, and they disappeared instantly. When they reappeared, they were already at the Tree of Chaos. The Tree of Chaos was comparable to a small universe. On its huge branches, experts and disciples from various races were cultivating. Chapter 4175. It had been hundreds of millions of years since the Tree of Chaos was discovered in the Nine-Source universe. For the past hundreds of millions of years, the experts and disciples of the Nine-Source universe had been cultivating here. Wow, what a huge tree! What kind of tree is this? How can it be so huge? And why is the energy here so abundant? Gong Chung Miao Miao's younger brother, who followed along, was dumbfounded when he saw the humongous Tree of Chaos. This is the Tree of Chaos in the Chaos. It doesn't belong to the Six Paths universe. It has temporarily drifted to the periphery of our Nine-Source universe. Wang Xian introduced plainly to them. Roar, roar. Roar, roar. Greetings, Dragon King. At this time, Prime Minister Turtle and the other divine dragons flew over and greeted Wang Xian respectfully. Wang Xian nodded at them. You must be Crown Prince Tianxi. Prime Minister Turtle looked at Muri Tianxi and said with a smile, Muri Tianxi. Tianxi looked at Prime Minister Turtle and the surrounding divine dragons and nodded nervously. Let's go. Wang Xian chuckled as he flew ahead. Every pinnacle race occupied a spot on the Tree of Chaos. The place that the Dragon Palace occupied was also very magnificent after some renovations. There was a palace in the center. Wang Xian introduced Prime Minister Turtle to Tianxi and the rest. After which, he sent someone to show them around. He also wanted to introduce the disciples of the Dragon Palace. Tianxi was Wang Xian's adopted son and the first crown prince of the Dragon Palace. His status in the Dragon Palace went without saying. Moreover, he had a Heaven Yuan creation treasure. Prime Minister Turtle and the rest were very respectful to Tianxi. Tianxi and the rest had also seen the other pinnacle races and powerful beings in the Nine-Source universe. Due to the Tree of Chaos and the appearance of the Heaven Yuan creation treasure experts, the strength of the Nine-Source universe had been greatly improved. This improvement was several times stronger than before. Wang Xian took a quick look and saw that the number of ruler realm experts in the Nine-Source universe had increased significantly. The number was much higher than in the Six Paths universe. Prime Minister Turtle, how have you been? Wang Xian asked Prime Minister Turtle. Recently, Wang Xian had not been paying attention to the situation of the Dragon Palace. Dragon King, our Dragon Palace has more than 500,000 sovereign realm experts. Prime Minister Turtle said with a smile. There's a lot of energy in the Chaos Tree. Plus, our Dragon Palace disciples can easily use energy to reach the pinnacle of the universe supremacy realm. We often have disciples breaking through now. It's convenient in terms of high-end combat power. With the elemental gods fragment that you obtained last time, our Dragon Palace has 7 pinnacle ruler experts. Currently, we are still in a state of rapid improvement. Prime Minister Turtle said proudly. Dragon King, according to the news I received, the Phoenix race only has about 300,000 universe ruler realm experts among the other peak races. We have a lot more than them. Wang Xian nodded his head with a satisfied look on his face. Currently, only the Skeleton Clan had more sovereign realm experts in the Dragon Palace. I've obtained quite a lot of resources this time. This time, I can increase the number of peak sovereign realm experts in the Dragon Palace. Wang Xian said to Prime Minister Turtle. If the Dragon Palace's disciples were to absorb a Heaven Origin Realm Expert's corpse, they would be able to produce 10 peak sovereign realm experts in a short time. He had 13 of these corpses in his hands. Originally, there were 14 of them, but the Tai Chi Dragon Disc consumed one of them. In addition, give this darkness-attributed Heaven Origin Fortune Stage Expert's corpse to the demon race. Tell them that the Dragon Palace thanks the fallen Shadow Demon Emperor for telling them about the Heaven Origin Fortune treasure. With a wave of his arm, Wang Xian tossed the corpse of a Heavenly Yuan Creation Realm expert to Prime Minister Turtle. Wang Xian had gained a lot from this trip to the Six Paths universe. The fallen Shadow Fiend Emperor was the one who informed them of this information. Now, Wang Xian was returning the favor by giving him the corpse of an expert. Of course, he also wanted to befriend him. After all, the fallen Shadow Devil Emperor was the only great Dao expert in the Nine Origins universe. His strength was unfathomable. Befriending him would be of great benefit to the Dragon Palace. It's Dragon King. Prime Minister Turtle answered immediately. He gifted the fallen Shadow Demon Emperor the corpse of a Heaven Origin Creation Realm expert. There were still 12 corpses left. Out of these 12, Wang Xian was prepared to trade a few of them. He wanted to obtain some resources to enhance his strength. Seeing Prime Minister Turtle leave, Wang Xian had an idea. He opened the nest and checked the treasures inside. At the underground city, Wang Xian had ambushed and killed 12 Heavenly Yuan Creation Realm experts. He had obtained many treasures. Among them, he had obtained a Void Pagoda. It was a powerful Void Pagoda. However, this Void Pagoda could only be used by Enlai and the experts of the Void Empire. It was not of much use to him. However, there were 3 space-attributed treasures. Among them, the most powerful was the Void Ruler. So close, yet worlds apart, could be used for long-distance teleportation. At the same time, it had powerful attack power. The Void Divine Dragon Body could be used. As for the other 2 treasures, the Void Divine Dragon Body could be used. Initially, Wang Xian found it troublesome to break through to the Heavenly Yuan Creation Realm with the Void Divine Dragon Body. But now, it was much easier. He had 3 corpses of space-attributed experts. Among them, the Heavenly Gate Duke was a control-level Heavenly Yuan Creation Realm expert. This had greatly increased the chances of Wang Xian's Void Divine Dragon Body reaching the Heavenly Yuan Creation Realm. In fact, Wang Xian was confident that he could achieve a breakthrough in his void divine dragon body before the cataclysm arrived. Apart from the space-attributed treasures, Wang Xian had also obtained 13 treasures that could allow him to escape in an instant. These treasures were prepared by the Heavenly Yuan Creation Realm experts when they entered the Six Paths universe. They were treasures to escape from the pursuit of the Heavenly Yuan Creation Realm experts. However, because of Wang Xian's ambush, they could not use these treasures. Now, they had all become Wang Xian's treasures. To Wang Xian, these treasures were invaluable treasures that were hard to come by. Each of the treasures that could protect one's life were extremely precious. 2 of them were treasures that could allow one to revive within a certain range instantly. They were definitely good treasures. Apart from these 13 treasures that could protect one's life, there were fewer other treasures. They were the weapons of these experts. To Pinnacle Sovereign Realm experts, these treasures were things that could only be encountered by chance. To Wang Xian, they were a little lacking. Currently, Wang Xian had 2 fragments of the Heavenly Yuan Creation Realm treasure. He had the Black Flower of the Other Shore and the Tai Chi Dragon Coiling 5 Elements Grindstone. He was not interested in the other weapons. Chapter 4176. Among the 12 corpses, excluding the 3 with space attribute, there are 9 left. I'll trade 5 of them. That should be enough for my breakthrough. Wang Xian did some calculations. Currently, he needed a lot of resources for his breakthrough. However, 5 corpses should be enough for him to trade. Wang Xian took out the communication stone plate and sent a message to the Sidhe Queen and the rest. Of course, he did not send a message to the Phoenix Emperor. He had no intention of trading with the Phoenix clan for these treasures. After some hesitation, Wang Xian also informed the Skeleton Clan, Divine Tiger Clan, and Celestial Nation. Although these 3 tribes didn't have any Sky Yuan creation state powerhouses, the resources they were sitting on were still massive. It was enough for them to trade a Creation Realm expert's corpse. After the message was sent, Wang Xian read the replies and discussed with the other Creation Realm experts to set a date. 1,000 years later, they would conduct a trade. At that time, the other Creation Realm experts could also bring out some treasures for the trade. Dragon King, Queen Floating Water of Celestial Nation requests an audience. Before long, Prime Minister Turtle flew over and reported to Wang Xian. Oh! Wang Xian raised an eyebrow when he heard, "Summon them in." "Yes, Dragon King." Prime Minister Turtle nodded. "Greetings, Dragon King." "Greetings, Dragon King." Soon, Queen Floatwater rushed over with her 2 brothers and bowed respectfully to Wang Xian. Queen Floating Water had stayed there for a long time when Wang Xian brought her to the Sword and Sorcery universe previously. Lu Lan had taught her a lot. However, she had to return to the 9-Source universe for her breakthrough. After arriving at the 9-Source universe, she had been cultivating and had yet to break through. The Creation Realm experts' corpses that Wang Xian had obtained this time had water attributes. However, he was not prepared to give them to Queen Floating Water for free. In the past, Wang Xian had invested in her so that she could stand on the same side as him against the Phoenix clan. But now, Wang Xian and the Dragon Palace's strength had skyrocketed. It was no longer important to him whether Queen Floating Water had a breakthrough or not. Of course, it was great news for the Dragon Palace if she could break through. "You're welcome, Floating Water. How much longer will it take for you to break through?" Wang Xian nodded at them before turning to Queen Floatwater and asked plainly, "Dragon King, it's extremely difficult to break through to the fortune of Heavenly Origin Realm. My strength has improved a lot, and I can already easily kill someone at the same level as me, but I still don't have a direction to break through." Floatwater Queen shook her head bitterly. With Lu Lan's guidance and the fragment of the God of Elements that Wang Xian had given her, her strength had improved tremendously. But he felt that there was still a gap between him and the creation of Heaven Essence. It's extremely difficult to break through to the Divine Origin Creation Realm. You need a special opportunity. Wang Xian said to her, "You don't have to be anxious. You can't force it." "Dragon King, we've just received news from you that you're going to sell the corpse of the Creation Realm expert of the Tianyuan Origin sect. Is that true?" One of the brothers of Queen Floatwater looked at Wang Xian and asked with hope. "It's true. This time, When I went to another universe, I was lucky enough to kill some divine origin creation realm powerhouses. Of course, I didn't kill them completely. They can all be resurrected. One of them is the corpse of a divine origin creation realm expert. As Wang Xian spoke, he didn't hide anything. With a wave of his arm, the divine origin creation realm expert floated in front of him. A wave of pure, resplendent energy gushed out from the corpse. Just the energy of a corpse was enough to make Queen float water and the rest shudder and have an urge to worship it. This was the suppression of a higher level. Dragon King, can you? Queen Floatwater's brother opened his mouth and couldn't help but ask with excitement. But before he could finish his sentence, Wang Xian shook his head. Although the fragment of the god of elements that I gave to float water isn't as good as this corpse, it's still a great opportunity for a pinnacle universe dominator. The value of this corpse is very high. I can use it to nurture the disciples of the Dragon Palace and send them to other universes for breakthroughs. There's a limit to the investment. Moreover, with the current strength of the Dragon Palace, it's a piece of cake to annihilate the Phoenix clan. Wang Xian sat there and said confidently. His words caused the Floatwater Queen and her two brothers to be shocked. Subsequently, they fell silent. They also knew that the Dragon King had given them enough resources and treasures. Just because of that condition, it wasn't worth it for the Dragon King to give them such a valuable corpse of a divine origin creation realm expert. 1,000 years later, there will be a trading fair. At that time, other divine origin creation realm experts will also bring out some treasures for trading. I'll use these corpses to exchange for resources. There's no limit to the types of resources, including divine herbs, divine fruits, and divine elixirs. The highest bidder will get it. At that time, the only ones competing with you might be the sage bloodline. Wang Xian said to them, Dragon King, can we give you a sum of resources for trading now? One of Queen Floatwater's brothers hesitated for a moment before asking, given our relationship, of course. However, the value of the resources has to be equal to the corpse. I'm sure you understand this. I can sell it to you in advance, but I won't give you too much of a discount. Wang Xian pondered for a moment before nodding. Thank you, Dragon King. We'll definitely give you satisfactory resources. Queen Floatwater's brothers replied immediately. Floatwater Queen stood there and also bowed. Floating water, you should know about cultivation. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. Even if you can't break through this cataclysm, I can still ensure that your celestial nation doesn't decline. Consider it as sowing good karma. Wang Xian said to Queen Floatwater when he saw her expression. Thank you, Dragon King. These words made Queen Floatwater heave a sigh of relief. Thank you, Dragon King. Our celestial nation will never forget your kindness today. Floating Water Queen's two elder brothers also knelt down in gratitude and kowtowed. We're all creatures of the same universe. Go and prepare yourself. Calm down. It's best if you can break through, but it's fine if you can't. Wang Xian waved at them. It's really hard to break through the heavenly origin creation realm. If I need to break through this realm, how difficult would it be? Will it be difficult for me to break through in my entire life? Wang Xian murmured as he looked at the back view of Queen Floatwater. He was currently in the 7th Order Universe Sovereign Realm, and his strength was at the initial stage. The 8th Order Sovereign Realm corresponded to the Control Realm. The 9 Order Sovereigns corresponded to the Grand Tao. The pinnacle of the Sovereign Realm corresponded to the Chaos Realm. Wang Xian pondered for a moment before chuckling. Without any shackles, he could possess the strength of a Chaos Realm expert. An expert of this level should be close to invincible, right? There was nothing for him to worry about. As for whether there was a realm above the Chaos Realm, that was too far away. Chapter 4177. The Celestial Nation took out sufficient resources to trade with Wang Xian for the corpse of a Sky Yuan Creation Realm expert with water attributes. After Tianxi and the rest strolled around the Tree of Chaos, they began their secluded cultivation. This time, Tianxi wanted to raise his strength to the creation realm as soon as possible. With just a thought, Wang Xian arrived at the Dragon Palace. The Dragon Palace was also Wang Xian's celestial nation. The progenitor tree was flourishing where the dragon throne was. The massive progenitor tree was already showing its majesty, and the fruits on it were swaying. There were more things on the progenitor tree. It was a huge branch that branched off, and it possessed terrifying power. On the branch, there were roots from the same root, branches of the god-striking wood, and many other powerful branches. These branches were all taken from the creation treasure of Heaven Yuan in Tianxi's body. These branches possessed unparalleled offensive and destructive power. In the future, their power would be comparable to a beginner creation realm expert. Of course, this would require them to fully mature. There was still a long time before they could fully mature. Other than the branches of the creation treasure of Heaven Yuan in Tianxi's body, the most eye-catching were the fruit trees on the progenitor tree. The fruits growing on the trunk of the progenitor tree. Each fruit was emitting a special energy. At present, the fruits had not ripened, and Wang Xian did not know what their specific effects were. However, what was certain was that these fruits were auxiliary fruits. The progenitor tree was more of a supportive type. Within 1 billion years, the progenitor tree should be able to fully mature. After that, my strength will also be enhanced significantly. Wang Xian thought to himself. Days passed, and soon, 1,000 years had passed. At the Tree of Chaos, within the territory of the Dragon Palace, figures were flying over rapidly. Wang Xian stood on a leaf of the Tree of Chaos and scanned the surroundings. Congratulations, Dragon King. You've gained a lot from this trip to the Six Paths universe. The Elf Queen was the first to fly over. Speaking of which, your gains this time are more than what I've gained in my entire life. How enviable. The Elf Queen and the rest did not know how much Wang Xian had gained in the Six Paths universe. However, they had seen that he had killed 11 divine origin creation realm experts. It was not an exaggeration for the Siddhi Empress to say that the corpses and resources of these experts were more than the treasures she had obtained in her entire life. Ever since the Siddhi Empress had broken through to become a creation realm expert, she had only managed to kill 2 creation realm experts and obtain their corpses. However, Wang Xian killed more than 10 of them in one go. She knew very well the benefits of killing a divine origin creation realm expert. The Fairy Queen is too humble. I was just lucky. Wang Xian smiled and shook his head. Dragon King, your luck is really heaven-defying. The speed at which your strength increases makes us envious. The 12 ancestors of sorcery also flew over and smiled at Wang Xian. Yeah, the current Dragon King and the current Dragon Palace have already surpassed the peak of the Divine Dragon Tribe. Heavenly Fusion Sage also flew over and said with a smile, everyone is exaggerating. Compared to the seniors, I'm still lacking a lot. Upon hearing their words, Wang Xian smiled modestly. The new generation will always surpass the old. For our 9 essences cosmos to be able to give birth to such an expert is truly a blessing. The patriarch of the Black Tortoise clan said with a smile, Congratulations, Dragon King. Congratulations, Dragon King. Some pinnacle sovereigns from the Skeleton clan and Divine Tiger clan came. They cupped their fists towards Wang Xian and congratulated him respectfully. All right. Senior Fallen Shadow Devil Emperor said that he wouldn't be coming this time. Since the rest are here, let's carry out the transaction. If you have any treasures, feel free to take them out. Wang Xian nodded his head at them and said, Wang Xian gifted a darkness-attributed divine origin creation realm expert's corpse to the Devil Clan. The Fallen Shadow Devil Emperor also sent a message to thank him. The Fallen Shadow Devil Emperor wouldn't be coming for the transaction this time. He was roaming the universe. In addition, the Phoenix Emperor wasn't here either, because Wang Xian didn't even invite him. The transaction this time was mainly organized by him. The rest of the experts had arrived. In that case, Dragon King, please take out the corpse and let us have a look. The Divine Origin Creation Realm expert of the royal clan said with fervent eyes, Seniors, the corpses of Divine Origin Creation Realm experts are exceptionally precious. I would like to sell them for a good price. I have 7 corpses of Divine Origin Creation Realm experts with metal, wood, earth, wind, thunder, light, and dark attributes. I'm prepared to sell 4 of them. You can choose any of them. I'll leave the other 2 corpses for the disciples of our Dragon Palace. The 7 corpses are of similar value. The highest bidder will get them in exchange for resources. With a wave of his arm, Wang Xian took out 6 corpses and placed them in front of everyone. He still had a darkness-attributed corpse with him. As for the water-attributed corpse, he didn't have it anymore because of the transaction with the celestial nation. He didn't take out the fire-attributed corpse. In addition, he was only selling 4 corpses. The highest bidder would get them. Selling them in this manner could also raise the price. The group of divine origin creation realm experts swept their gazes across the corpses with glistening eyes. They would need to compete for this. Although it wouldn't be very intense, they wouldn't be able to get these corpses at a low price. However, the group of divine origin creation realm experts were prepared as they took out their resources. To Wang Xian's surprise, the skeleton clan took out a sum of resources that Wang Xian couldn't reject and bought the darkness-attributed corpse. As for the rest, the elf clan obtained a wood-attributed corpse, while the angel clan obtained a light-attributed corpse. The royal clan obtained a wind-attributed corpse. Wang Xian put away all the resources and was extremely excited. These resources were sufficient for him to improve his strength. At that time, he would be able to possess existences comparable to those at the control level. Without using the 5 elements grindstone, Tai Chi dragon plate, and the progenitor tree, with the 5 elements grindstone, Tai Chi dragon plate, and the progenitor tree, Wang Xian would be able to contend with 2 existences who had just entered the control level. His strength would increase exponentially. With the addition of the Qilin Bull, if the fallen Shadow Devil Emperor didn't have a powerful trump card and an extremely profound Dao realm, he wouldn't be able to destroy the Dragon Palace. Everyone, I still have some treasures that can help me escape. Next, I would like to barter for them. After the exchange of the corpses of the divine origin creation realm experts was completed, Wang Xian was ready to continue. He currently had 13 treasures that could help him escape. These treasures were extremely precious to the divine origin creation realm experts. Wang Xian was prepared to take out 3 for the exchange. Alright, in that case, let's take out all the treasures and see if anyone is interested in trading. The Heavenly Unity Sage nodded his head and took out some treasures. The rest of the experts also took out their treasures. Chapter 4178. Heavenly Fusion Sage and the rest took out their treasures and placed them in front of them, ready to trade. Wang Xian also took out 3 treasures that floated beside him. 3 treasures. One was called Moon's Mirror, another was called Empty Brightness, and the last was called Paper Man. Moon's Mirror, Empty Brightness, and Paper Man. These 3 treasures were all treasures that could allow one to escape quickly and avoid fatal attacks. Such treasures were only slightly less valuable than those that could allow one to revive without any injuries. They were much more valuable than ordinary treasures that could allow one to revive. Moon's Mirror. It can create a figure that looks exactly like me on the spot with its own defensive capabilities. The real body will be in an illusory state and can escape quickly. Empty Brightness. It can turn into a state of emptiness in an instant. It can ignore any attacks and double the speed. Paper Man. It can release thousands of paper men to escape in all directions. Each paper man can be your real body. Wang Xian introduced the 3 treasures in front of him. As soon as he finished speaking, the group of Creation Realm Divine Essence experts all looked over at him. Seems like the Dragon King has gained a lot of treasures this time. Heavenly Fusion Sage exclaimed. Lucky. Wang Xian smiled. Indeed, he was lucky. In the 6 Paths universe, his strength was not suppressed because he was born from the same root. When the other Creation Realm experts who were suppressed by heavenly origin forces weren't paying attention and were ambushed by Wang Xian, they couldn't use these treasures at all. These treasures would also belong to Wang Xian. The 3 treasures in the Dragon King's hands are a little valuable. I have one with me. One by one, the Creation Realm experts took out their treasures. The Skeleton Tribe, Celestial Kingdom, and Divine Tiger Tribe also took out some treasures and introduced them. I have a treasure here that I would like to exchange for the Empty Brightness treasure in your hands. The 12 Ancestors of Sorcery took out a treasure and wanted to trade with Wang Xian. This was a treasure that could detect all kinds of energy in one's surroundings. It had a wide range of detection abilities. It also had a great ability to detect other experts. The 12 Ancestors of Sorcery helped Wang Xian conceal himself. Wang Xian realized that even if he concealed himself, he could still be detected. In addition, Tianzi, who had the Heaven Origin Fortune Supreme Treasure, had the concealment method of the Heaven Origin Fortune Supreme Treasure, so he could still be found from tens of thousands of meters away. One had to know that it was impossible to discover the condition of Tianzi's body without getting close to him. When Wang Xian saw this effect, he immediately made a trade with him. A scouting-type treasure was extremely useful. As for the other two treasures, Wang Xian had exchanged some fragments of the God of Elements and a treasure from the universe of science and technology. This treasure of the technological universe was a blueprint, the blueprint of the universe destroyer ship. According to the blueprints and some scientific knowledge, a powerful universe destroyer spaceship could be built. The destruction ship had the power to kill a universe ruler realm expert. There were many different kinds of universes. Naturally, there were universes that focused on science and technology. And in a science and technology universe, powerful battleships could destroy the fortune of heaven. Incomparably powerful. This was the blueprint of the universe destruction ship, stored in an AI. It contained all the knowledge regarding the construction of the universe destruction ship. Wang Xian hesitated for a moment before making the trade. Let Lin Wanluo, the Firehammer clan, and Wu Sha do the research. Currently, the Firehammer clan was the auxiliary clan of the Dragon Palace. Their combat power was relatively weaker, but they had great talent in forging and scientific research. They, Lin Wanluo, Wu Sha, and the rest had researched many treasures. Sometimes, Heavenly Formation and a group of sorcerers would also participate in their research. Sorcerers were also considered a different kind of scientist, specializing in magic. The technological universe was a very powerful universe. Battleships could destroy sages, analyze all kinds of energy, and their strength was extraordinary. Soon, the trade meeting ended. The group of Creation Realm experts were also very satisfied. The Skeleton Clan had also obtained some good treasures. It's time to break through. Wang Xian returned to the Dragon Palace and looked at the resources in his hands with a smile. The transaction this time had allowed his strength to be enhanced. He called Prime Minister Turtle over and handed the other 5 corpses to him for the disciples of the Dragon Palace to absorb and improve quickly. Soon, he began to devour the resources. Days passed, and the energy in Wang Xian's body increased rapidly. As the dragon energy increased, his strength increased bit by bit. 9-colored light filled the entire Dragon King Hall. Vaguely, divine dragons could be seen flying above the dragon scales. Wang Xian's humongous body was filled with boundless majesty. Buzz, ding. Congratulations on breaking through to the 8th Order Universe Sovereign Realm. Ding. Congratulations to host for breaking through. The 9 Origin Dragon Domain has been strengthened. Name: Wang Xian Race. 9 Origins Divine Dragon, 1 with the Dragon, rank. 8th Order Universe Ruler, 9 transformations returned to 1. Origin. 1%, 99% required for next breakthrough. Magic. Dominate the aquatic creatures. Dominate any aquatic creatures lower than your own level. Devour living things. Devour living things to extract the source. Control of the 5 elements cultivation technique. Divine Dragon Transformation Divine Powers. Soul Capture. Spirit Attachment Nomological Divine Abilities. Dragon Eye Lock. 5 elements Dragon Claw. Yin Yang World Breaker. 8 Luminaries Dragon Scale. Holy Dragon Shadow. 8 Divisions of the Heavenly Dragon. Dragon Tomb. Soaring Cloud Dragon. True Dragon Body Law of Dharma Form. 8 Directional Dragon Pillar. 8 Dragon Clone. Towering Dragon Horn. Great Mighty Heavenly Dragon. Godly Tail Playing with Pearls. Dragon Breath of Life. Shadow Dragon Clone. Netherworld Dragon Pursuit. Netherworld Dragon Conversion. Thunderstorm Dragon Life. Berserk Dragon Starburst. Domain. 9 Origin Dragon Domain Law of Mastery. Metal, Wood, Water, Fire, Earth, Light, Darkness, Wind, Lightning Divine Kingdom. Dragon Palace Possessed Dragon Palace. Inborn Dragon Palace Members. 8060450 Rumble. As the notification of the system sounded, an even more majestic aura surged from Wang Xian's body towards the surroundings. Roar! Roar! Wang Xian opened his eyes slowly. A pair of pupils, one yin and one yang. The dragon horns on his head were similarly yin and yang. It was extremely bizarre. However, it was incomparably sacred. Wang Xian looked at his own attributes in his mind and revealed a faint smile. He sensed his own strength. It was much stronger than before. Heavenly Yuan Fate Transformation, Control Level. Wang Xian's strength was considered very strong among the various universes. Even if he used all his trump cards, those at the Great Tao level might not be able to kill him. Wang Xian moved and transformed into his human form. The Tai Chi Dragon Plate and the 5 elements grind flew out. The Tai Chi Dragon Plate turned into a black dragon cannon. The 5 elements grind turned into a dragon crown. The unbeginning sacred wings on his back turned into a tempest and thunder divine dragon windbreaker. Wang Xian nodded his head in satisfaction as he sensed his new look. Handsome and cool. Very majestic. Let's make a trip to the sword and sorcery universe. I'll give the 3 corpses with space attributes to my void divine dragon body so that it can reach the heavenly Yuan Fate Transformation realm as soon as possible. Wang Xian pondered to himself. Chapter 4179. Wang. When Wang Xian arrived at the universe of swords and sorcery, he entered the body of the void divine dragon. 9th Order Universe Lord Realm. Not bad to have reached this realm after such a long time. Wang Xian sensed the strength of the void divine dragon and revealed a satisfied look. 9th Order Universe Lord Realm. He was very close to the pinnacle. With the 3 creation realm experts' corpses, it shouldn't be a problem for him to break through. At this moment, Wang Xian was in the flowing water forbidden zone. He was cultivating in seclusion in a room. Wang Xian opened his eyes and scanned the surroundings with his spiritual consciousness. Dragon King, you're here. Soon, Lu Lan appeared. She looked at Wang Xian and asked with a smile. Yeah, I'm here to take a look. I also want to thank you for your help previously. Wang Xian smiled at Lu Lan. He was referring to the Queen of Fushui. It's nothing. Lu Lan smiled and looked at Wang Xian with flickering eyes. Dragon King, you've gotten stronger again. I can't see through you this time. I'm lucky to have obtained some opportunities. Wang Xian smiled. Oh yes, Dragon King, there's something I'm not sure if I should say. It's about our universe of swords and sorcery. Lu Lan looked at Wang Xian and suddenly spoke. Oh? Seeing her expression, Wang Xian raised his eyebrows slightly and gestured for her to continue. Not long ago, I sensed a huge eye spying on our universe of swords and sorcery at the edge of our universe of swords and sorcery. That huge eye gave me a palpitating feeling, so I didn't rush over to check it out. I communicated with Senior Wu Wang Tian, and he also sensed it. He said that someone is spying on our universe with ulterior motives. However, the owner of that eye is stronger than us. I wonder if it's an expert from the crazy devil universe where I, a sky demon god, is. Lu Lan said. Wang Xian was slightly surprised by her words. A huge eye spying on the universe of swords and sorcery? Wang Xian squinted his eyes. Yes. As Lu Lan spoke, her brows were tightly furrowed, and her face was filled with worry. I've discussed this matter with Senior Wu Wang Tian for a long time, but in the entire sword and magic universe, only the 2 of us can discuss it. However, our strength is only at the early stage of divine origin. Our sword and sorcery universe has always been plagued with disasters. Every time the cataclysm comes, it becomes a slaughterhouse. This time, because you are here, I can tell you about it. We suspect that the powerhouses of other universes have begun plotting against our sword and magic universe. Sigh. Our sword and magic universe has 10 attributes. Generally speaking, it can produce 10 heaven origin creation powerhouses. However, up until now, there have only been 2. No, I don't know about the first 2. In fact, our sword and magic cosmos has already produced 5 heaven origin creation realm experts. The other 3 are experts from other cosmos. They used our sword and magic cosmos quota to become heaven origin creation realm experts. Even so, our sword and magic universe still has 5 quotas. This has caused the other universes to covet our universe's quotas and resources. The cataclysm is coming. I wonder if you could lend us a hand, Dragon King? As she spoke, she looked at Wang Xian. The quota for the space attribute has not been occupied, right? Upon hearing her words, Wang Xian frowned slightly and asked, "No." Lu Lan shook her head. "If the Dragon King wishes for your doppelganger to achieve a breakthrough, we have no objections. Before the cataclysm, I will make my void divine dragon body break through to the heaven origin creation realm. At that time, if there are no accidents on my side, my body will be with you. In addition, if there are no wars in the nine-source universe, I can come over and even bring people over." Wang Xian said, "Huh, thank you, Dragon King." Lu Lan was slightly shocked when she heard this. She looked at Wang Xian and asked, "Dragon King, are you confident that you can make your doppelganger break through to the heaven origin creation realm?" "Yes, I have obtained many treasures from other universes. I'm confident that I can make my void divine dragon body break through to the heaven origin creation realm." Wang Xian nodded and said confidently. Among the three corpses, one was the corpse of a control-level expert. The heaven origin creation realm was extremely difficult to break through. However, Wang Xian had three corpses of heaven origin creation realm experts. If he were to comprehend it with his heart, the success rate would be above 70%. Moreover, Wang Xian believed that his comprehension ability was still very strong. "Dragon King, you're really amazing." Lu Lan opened her mouth and her face was filled with amazement. Making his doppelganger break through to the heaven origin creation realm was a little terrifying. How many sword and sorcery universe have slots for heaven origin creation realm experts? Wang Xian asked Lu Lan. "Dragon King, there are stillwood element, wind element, thunder element, space element, and light element. The remaining slots have all been taken." Lu Lan answered. Wang Xian nodded. If the experts of the Dragon Palace had the chance, they could make a breakthrough in the sword and sorcery universe. As for Lu Lan and Wu Tian, they might not be interested. Strength reigned supreme. To them, the best outcome would be for their universe to not be targeted by other experts after the cataclysm. Now that the sword and sorcery universe had 5 slots, it would be a great danger for them. Moreover, even if they did not agree, how could they resist? "I'll go to the chaos space around your universe to take a look when I have the time. I'll see which experts from other universes are targeting you." Wang Xian hesitated for a moment before continuing. If the sword and sorcery universe was really attacked during the cataclysm, Wang Xian would lend a helping hand, not only for Long Yining and the rest, but also for the future. Wang Xian also wanted to get more slots for the creation realm experts of Sky Origin Realm. The Dragon Palace Divine Dragons had 9 attributes. If the Dragon Palace had more Heaven Origin Creation Realm experts, it would be the true rise of the Dragon Palace. In addition, he would go to the Chaos Space to take a look. If it was an expert who had just entered the Sword and Sorcery universe, Wang Xian did not mind killing him. The corpse of a Heaven Origin Creation Realm expert was too valuable. The 4 corpses that Wang Xian left for the disciples of the Dragon Palace was enough to increase the number of peak universe Lord Realm experts to the Dragon Palace. To the Dragon Palace, this was a huge boost. Let's take a look around. Given my current strength, I'm not afraid of encountering strong enemies who can crush me in the chaos space. Moreover, I have many treasures to escape with. Wang Xian pondered and decided to take a look. Chapter 4180. Wang. It seems like the Dragon King's strength has improved tremendously. He entered the chaos without any scruples. The current Dragon King is giving me a huge threat. I really don't understand how the Dragon King managed to cultivate and make breakthroughs so quickly. We're still too weak. It's good for us to have the help of an expert like the Dragon King. At the periphery of the sword and sorcery universe, Lu Lan and Wu Wangtian were shocked as they watched Wang Xian enter the chaos. At the same time, they felt helpless. As their own universe, they couldn't do anything about the covetous people outside. The cataclysm was coming, but they couldn't do anything about it. Wang Xian didn't know what Lu Lan and Wu Wangtian were thinking. Even if he knew, he wouldn't care. After entering the chaos, Wang Xian scanned his surroundings and flew in a direction. According to Lu Lan and Wu Wangtian, they sensed that someone was spying on them somewhere else. Wang Xian entered the chaos from another direction and flew in the direction they mentioned. The universe was huge. Wang Xian flew along the periphery at high speed. He scanned his surroundings and tried to sense the situation. At the same time, he took out the scouting treasure he had traded with the 12 ancestors of sorcery and looked at the situation above. There was no sun or moon in the chaos. After flying for a few years, Wang Xian suddenly stopped and looked at the scouting treasure in his hand. It was a scouting treasure, and it appeared to be gray in the midst of chaos. But at this time, another energy spot appeared at the periphery. It was a white energy spot. The white color was strange and wasn't the white light of the light attribute. Is it a special attribute? There's only one. The energy shows that it's a control-level existence. Wang Xian looked at the information and murmured. A control-level expert indeed had the strength to covet the sword and sorcery universe. Wang Xian concealed himself and crept forward bit by bit. After flying for more than 10 minutes, he looked ahead and was surprised. There was a huge white altar in front of him. The white building was placed in a special position and clearly looked like an altar. The energy on it resisted the primal chaos force's erosion. The entire area of the altar was huge, comparable to a majestic city. When Wang Xian arrived, a humongous eye suddenly appeared above the white building. His eyes looked towards Wang Xian. Below the incomparably huge pupil, there was an illusory figure. The figure stared coldly at Wang Xian. Seeing that he had been discovered, Wang Xian raised his eyebrows slightly. However, he floated there without moving. Faith power. Is it the power of faith in the universe? Wang Xian thought to himself as he sensed the energy. Fellow Taoist sage, what are you spying on me for? The illusory figure stared at Wang Xian and asked plainly, are you plotting against the sword and magic universe? Wang Xian stared at him and asked in return, Are you also eyeing the sword and magic universe? The illusory figure asked in return. I'll walk around. Wang Xian answered him. That's for the best. We'll mind our own business. The illusory figure said calmly. Wang Xian nodded his head. With a swift move, he left. Flying into the distance, Wang Xian could sense that a huge eye was looking at him. He had a feeling that he was being watched. After flying for a day, the feeling of being watched finally disappeared. The power of the faith universe to spy on me is really impressive. Wang Xian mumbled to himself. The range of this spying was extremely wide. No wonder it could peer into the sword and magic universe. That expert from the faith universe is at the control level. I wonder if he's the only one or there are more. It seems like the faith universe has its eyes on the sword and magic universe. As Wang Xian spoke, he did not continue exploring and flew towards the sword and magic universe. Based on what Lu Lan and the rest said, they only felt that they were being watched in this direction. Therefore, Wang Xian did not go anywhere else. The universe was so vast that it would take at least tens of thousands of years to fly around it and check everything out. Wang Xian did not have that much time. After entering the sword and magic universe, Wang Xian sent a message to Lu Lan and Wuang Tian. Soon, Lu Lan and Wuang Tian came up to him. Dragon King, did you find anything? The two of them asked Wang Xian with hope written all over their faces. Yeah, there's a Sky Yuan creation realm expert at the control level of the faith universe who is plotting against the sword and magic universe. Wang Xian nodded his head and said, a Sky Yuan creation realm expert at the control level of the faith universe? Wuang Tian's expression changed slightly. He looked at Wang Xian and asked, Dragon King, how many experts do they have? I don't know the exact number. I only saw one. Wang Xian shook his head and continued, do you guys know the strength of the faith universe? I know a little about it. The faith universe is a very powerful universe. During the last cataclysm, they conquered a universe. Although they don't massacre people in the universe, they can change the minds of people and make them believe in them. That's right. Wuang Tian nodded his head and said with a bitter expression, yeah, the faith universe is not weak. Not long ago, our nine-source universe fought with them in the starry universe. Of course, it was just a fight between ordinary disciples. When the cataclysm comes, if there are no special circumstances in our nine-source universe, I'll come over. Wang Xian said to them, Dragon King, your nine-source universe is so strong. Nothing should happen, right? Lu Lan opened her mouth and could not help but ask. I can't be sure. Wang Xian shook his head and continued. However, I can guarantee that my Void Divine Dragon body will be in your universe. If we work together, a control-level expert will be able to expel it. Wu Wang Tian and Lu Lan nodded their heads. They were also very helpless and did not have any good ideas. Now that time was so short, they could only pin their hopes on Wang Xian. Wang Xian did not stay in the sword and magic universe for long, after which he returned to the Tree of Chaos. Next, we have to make preparations for the cataclysm. Wang Xian sat on the dragon throne and mumbled to himself. The weak universe had already been surrounded by the powerful Sky Yuan Creation Realm experts and had begun to plot against it. His cold eyes were fixed on the flesh and resources inside. Wang Xian had to continue to grow stronger, and so did the Dragon Palace. Apart from that, before the cataclysm, Wang Xian had another matter to settle. The matter of the Phoenix clan. He had to settle it before the cataclysm. Chapter 4181. To disturb the outside world, one must first pacify the inside. The feud between the Phoenix clan and the Dragon Palace must be resolved. Wang Xian closed his eyes. Currently, the only way to improve his strength was with the Void Divine Dragon body. Currently, Wang Xian was comprehending the power of space with the Void Divine Dragon body. This could speed up the improvement of his doppelganger realm. As Wang Xian had brought a lot of resources this time, the disciples of the Dragon Palace had improved at a much faster rate, especially in terms of high-end combat power. With the corpses of the 4 Creation Realm experts, the number of top-notch experts in the Dragon Palace increased. In addition, the 2 elemental gods had already turned into a grotto heaven. The 12 ancestors of sorcery and the rest had made arrangements for this. This also gave the Dragon Palace a top-notch training ground. The grotto heaven where the elemental gods were born was the best. As the days passed, the number of experts in the Dragon Palace increased. 100 million years later, Wang Xian's Void Divine Dragon body had reached the pinnacle of the Universe Lord realm and was officially moving towards the Creation realm. Time passed quickly. 200 million years passed quickly. Tianci, how much longer do you need to break through? On this day, in the Dragon King Hall of the Dragon Palace, a group of people were eating delicacies at a big table. Shu Qing and the girls were Hua Kai Xiao Yu, and Feng Lingtian. There was also Tianci and his mother, Muri Yin. This was a family banquet. This was a family banquet that they would have once in a million years. This was also a decision made by Guan Shuqing and the girls. They couldn't cultivate for too long. Family members had to gather frequently. Wang Xian naturally had no objections and asked Tianci. As Wang Xian's adopted son, Guan Shuqing and the girls quickly accepted the fact that they had a new adopted son. Godfather, I'll need at most tens of millions of years to break through. By then, the tree of God in my body will also reach maturity. Tianci said, my cultivation speed is very fast at the Tree of Chaos. The tree of God in my body is also growing very fast. If you want to break through, you have to return to the 6 Paths universe. There are no more places in the 9 Source universe. Wang Xian nodded and looked at Lan Qingyue. Qingyue, do you think Xiao Lan and the rest have a chance to break through? Xiao Lan and the rest were still in the Starry universe. Currently, with the nurturing of the Dragon Palace's resources, he had already reached the peak of the Universe Ruler realm. It's very difficult. There are no more spots in the Starry Sky universe. If Xiao Lan and the others want to break through, they have to enter other universes with special bloodline energy. However, there aren't many such universes. As Lan Qingyue spoke, she smiled and continued, but it doesn't matter. Xiao Xian is in the Dragon Palace now. It doesn't matter whether we break through or not. Upon hearing this, Wang Xian smiled and shook his head. Only divine origin creation realm experts could live forever. Otherwise, his lifespan would eventually run out. Wang Xian would think of a way to elevate all of them to the creation realm of heavenly origin. Brother, is the progenitor tree about to mature? Xiao Yu asked Wang Xian from the side. Yes, soon. I estimate that it will mature in a few 100 million years. Wang Xian nodded his head. When the progenitor tree reached its mature stage, Wang Xian's strength would increase further. Oh yes, when little Tianci breaks through, let's go to the Six Paths universe to have some fun. We haven't been traveling for a long time, and we're sick of the nine-source universe. Let's go to the Six Paths universe. When little Tianci breaks through, we can also give him some pointers. After all, he will have to spend most of his time in the Six Paths universe. We can't let others bully him. Guan Shuqing suddenly said. That's a good idea. We haven't been to other places for a long time. The Six Paths universe is a universe that we have never been to. It's a brand new world. It will definitely be fun and delicious. The girls chimed in. All of them were looking forward to it. That's a good idea. The six treasured lands in the Six Paths universe are very unique. The food and scenery are also different from the nine-source universe. Murray smiled and said to them, I can bring my sisters around when the time comes. During this period, Murray and Guan Shuqing had become familiar with each other. Although their relationship wasn't deep, it was still very good. As Murray was Tianxi's mother, the Dragon Palace provided her with many resources for her cultivation, including some Heart of Faith. This allowed Murray strength to reach the Sixth Order Universe Sovereign Realm. Her improvement could be said to be terrifying. The Dragon Palace had Wang Xian and Qilin Bull. In addition to the Heaven Origin Creation Treasure in Tianxi's body, the Dragon Palace had 2 complete Heaven Origin Creation Treasures. Coupled with the large number of treasures, it would be very easy to groom a person. Alright, let's have a good look around and let Tianci have a firm foothold in the Six Paths universe. Wang Xian smiled and nodded in agreement. The strength of the Six Paths universe wasn't weak, especially the dead spirit. He could summon 3 terrifying Heaven Origin Creation Treasures. His strength was equivalent to Wang Xian when he didn't use the 5 elements Grindstone and Tai Chi Dragon Coil. Of course, the progenitor tree's recovery energy still had to be used. If Tianci stepped into the Heaven Origin Creation realm, with the help of the Heaven Origin Creation Treasure, his strength would be similar to the dead spirit. As for the Six Paths Universe's Golden Leopard and Tu Sha City, they were just beginners. After the discussion, they chatted for a while before continuing with their cultivation and fun. As for Tianci, he continued with his cultivation. Time passed day by day. Thousands of years passed in the blink of an eye. Godfather, I can break through now. Tianci flew towards Wang Xian from the Tree of Chaos with excitement written all over his face. After cultivating here for over 200 million years, he felt that he could step into the legendary realm at any time. Although his godfather had been telling him that he could easily step into the Heaven Origin Creation realm, at this moment, he was still very excited. Can I break through now? Wang Xian opened his eyes and looked at the excited Tianci. He flew over and patted his shoulder. In that case, let's return to the Six Paths universe and prepare for the breakthrough. Wang Xian said to him. Tianci's breakthrough was very easy. This didn't mean that he could easily break through to the Heaven Origin Creation realm after obtaining the Heaven Origin Creation Treasure. This was because the Heaven Origin Creation Treasure and Tianci were one. They were born as one. This was also why Wang Xian was a little envious of him back then. He was born extraordinary and could reach the Heaven Origin Creation realm even if he didn't cultivate. As for other experts, if they wanted to obtain the Heaven Origin Creation Treasure, they would have to break through the shackles themselves. Tianci couldn't be compared to him at all. With Tianci's breakthrough, Wang Xian would have one more expert in the future. Chapter 4182. Tianci, have you chosen the location for your breakthrough? In front of the Tree of Chaos, Wang Xian stood before Tianci and asked with a smile. Behind and around Wang Xian were a group of experts from Dragon Palace. 13 divine dragons, roving heavens, roving Qi, roving Jin, and the rest. Around them were Tianci's mother, Murray and his grandfather, Gong Chung Miaomi. Since Tianci was about to break through, he naturally had to return to the Six Paths universe. To Tianci, breaking through to the creation of Sky Origin stage was very important. Where to break through was also a choice. Teacher, my water source is in our Muley tribe. Tianci smiled shyly as he spoke to Wang Xian. Forget about the Muley tribe. Your breakthrough will cause a great change in the energy of heaven and earth, and there will be some conflicts with the water source. Let's do it above the grassland. Wang Xian thought for a while and said, All right then, I'll listen to you, foster father. Tianci nodded. He had no objections. Dragon King, the last time, I set up a devil soul altar in the underground city. I teleported to the underground city. Enlai replied to Wang Xian. Wang Xian nodded. Let's go. It's Dragon King. Enlai's gaze swept across everyone. With a wave of his arm, a wave of energy enveloped them. Buzz. In the next instant, they appeared in the Six Paths Universe Earth City. Wang Xian sensed the suppression from the Six Paths Universe and his psyche moved. The same root was connected to Tianxi's body and the disciples of Dragon Palace. The suppression from the Six Paths Universe disappeared instantly. When the suppression disappeared, the 13 divine dragons of the Dragon Palace soared into the sky. The dragon roared between heaven and earth. At the same time, the aura of a peak universe ruler surged out. This time, all the peak universe ruler realm experts of the Dragon Palace had arrived. A total of 18. With the corpses of the creation realm experts, the disciples of Dragon Palace improved very quickly. In the past 200 million years, another dozen or so peak sovereign realm experts had appeared. Their arrival this time was to give the future heavenly bestowal a stance. The other was the breakthrough of a creation realm expert of the heavenly essence realm. It was also for the disciples of the Dragon Palace to comprehend. Next, their biggest hurdle was the creation of heavenly essence. Let's go. 13 divine dragons roared and floated in the sky. A dragon throne appeared at the back. It was a huge dragon throne, and Wang Xian was sitting on it. At the side, there was a small dragon chair for Tianci to sit on. Behind them, roving heavens and the rest were enveloping Mori'in, and the rest with their energy. As a divine dragon at the pinnacle of the Dragon Palace Dominator realm, their status was still very high. Experts of this level were the strongest apart from those at the creation stage of divine origin. Tianci was about to break through to the Fortune Heaven realm, and he was also the crown prince of the Dragon Palace. Naturally, the group of sovereign realm divine dragons were willing to accept him. As for the others, they would not allow them to sit on the dragon throne. In the Dragon Palace, strength was king. Only the Dragon Queen and the future Dragon Crown Prince and Princess were qualified to be led by them. This was also the rule of the Dragon Palace. The 13 divine dragons roared as they pulled Wang Xian and the rest towards a direction at high speed. In the underground city, the sudden roar of the divine dragon and the sudden terrifying might shocked all the experts and disciples in the underground city. This was especially true for the experts of the Xian Earth tribe. When they sensed this power, they immediately floated in the air, their faces filled with shock. What's that? Divine dragon? It's a divine dragon from the Dragon Palace of the Nine Origins universe. This power is all at the pinnacle of the sovereign realm. It's a divine dragon, and it looks similar to the Dragon King. Look at the back of the divine dragon. It's pulling a throne. That's the Dragon King and Muri Tianci. SSS, what a terrifying aura. These 13 divine dragons are too terrifying. Not only are there 13 divine dragons, but there are also 5 pinnacle of the sovereign realm. Are these the subordinates of the Dragon King of the Nine Origins universe? Why is the Dragon King and the rest here all of a sudden? And why is Muri Tianci back from the Nine Origins universe? What's going on? Report to our Lord Creation immediately. The experts of the Xian Earth tribe discussed in shock. They stared at the incomparably huge and majestic divine dragon in the sky with shock and fear, especially the dragon throne behind the divine dragon. Using pinnacle of the sovereign realm to pull a throne, this power was unprecedented, and there was someone from the Six Paths universe sitting behind it. These dozen pinnacle of the sovereign realm existences were even more than the experts of the Xian Earth tribe. Somewhere in the Xian Earth tribe, Tu Shaching opened his eyes with a look of surprise. His body moved and instantly floated above the underground city. This was one of his doppelgangers. When Tu Shaching's doppelganger saw Wang Xian and the rest in the sky, his eyes flickered and his eyes were filled with fear. Welcome, Dragon King. Tianci is back too? Tu Shaching approached Wang Xian and greeted, Dragon King, where are you guys heading to this time? Tianci is heading to the grassland for a breakthrough. I'll accompany him. Brother too. You can go and take a look if you're interested. Hee hee. Wang Xian smiled faintly at Tu Shaoqing and said, following which, he looked at the group of divine dragons. Roar, 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 roar. The divine dragons roared and pulled the dragon throne towards the grassland. They broke through so quickly. Tu Shaoqing was shocked as he watched Wang Xian and the rest leave. Congratulations to our Six Paths Universe's nephew, Mu Li Tianxi, for advancing to the heavenly origin creation realm in the grassland. Congratulations to our Six Paths Universe for having a new heavenly origin creation saint. Congratulations to the adopted son of the Dragon Palace of the Nine Essences Universe, Mu Li Tianxi, for advancing to the heavenly origin creation realm. Tu Shaoqing spoke. His voice condensed from boundless energy spread across the entire city and towards the other parts of the grassland. Huh. Lord Mu Li Tianxi is about to break through. SSS, so fast. This is too fast. Wow. Our Six Paths universe is about to have another heavenly origin creation realm expert. Mu Li Tianxi is about to break through in the grassland. Hurry, let's go and have a look. A heavenly origin creation realm expert is about to advance. That's really heaven-defying. Mu Li Tianxi was born as a creation saint. The Dragon King of the Dragon Palace protected and nurtured him. Now, in just over 300 million years, he has become a heavenly origin creation realm expert. This is too terrifying. Gosh, he has a heavenly origin creation realm expert, the incomparably powerful Dragon King of the Dragon Palace as his father. If I had a father like him, I might even be able to reach the heavenly origin creation realm. Back then, the Dragon King of the Dragon Palace was simply too heaven-defying. He slaughtered the other heavenly origin creation realm experts indiscriminately. The entire city was in an uproar. Countless experts and disciples were discussing. Each and every one of them was extremely excited. The Six Paths universe had one more majestic existence, and Mu Li Tianxi would also become a legend in the Six Paths universe. The luckiest one. Chapter 4183. Tianxi is about to make a breakthrough. Hurry, let's rush to the grassland. Tianxi is back. Under the leadership of the Dragon King, he is going to the grassland to make a breakthrough. It's only been 200 million years and Tianxi is about to make a breakthrough. Our Muley tribe is about to rise. Heavenly origin fate realm. I didn't expect that our Muley tribe would also have a heavenly origin fate realm expert. Our ancestors have shown their spirit. Before the cultivation calamity, our Muley tribe has given birth to such an expert. Moreover, we have the backing of the Dragon King of Dragon Palace. We are not afraid of the cultivation calamity at all. Quick, everyone, go to the grassland. Mu Li Tianxi is about to break through. After Tianxi returned to the Six Paths universe, Tianxi's grandpa and the others sent the news to the Muley tribe. The Juha tribe also received the news. This made the Muley tribe and the Juha tribe seethe with excitement. With the birth of a heaven origin creator, the Muley tribe would soon become one of the top 3 tribes in the Six Paths universe. The amount of resources that they could occupy would also increase. Especially when the cataclysm was coming, having a heaven origin serendipity realm cultivator to protect them and not to protect them were two completely different concepts. The news of Dragon Palace's Dragon King leading Mu Li Tianxi to the grassland for a breakthrough spread across the entire Six Paths universe at a terrifying speed. After the undead and golden leopard received the news, they immediately rushed to the prairie. Countless experts and disciples rushed towards the grassland at high speed. Worship and observe. Half a year later, 13 gigantic divine dragons stepped into the sky above the grassland. Below, all the experts and disciples were shocked when they saw the huge divine dragon flying past and pulling the sacred dragon throne. Everyone knew that the Dragon King and Mu Li Tianxi were here. The leaders of the tribes in the grassland welcome Your Majesty Dragon King and His Excellency Muri Tianxi. Welcome His Excellency Muri Tianxi to the grassland for a breakthrough. We, the panicked grass army, are in the sky above the grassland. We are ready for you. Under the command of the undead, we are here to welcome you. As soon as they arrived in the sky above the prairie, the leaders of the tribes came to greet them in person and saluted them loudly. "Lead the way." Tianci looked at them and nodded. In the past 6 months, Wang Xian had also taught him some knowledge about the art of emperors. As a fortune creator of heaven origin, as long as he had his own clan or tribe, he would have to know some controlling techniques. As a powerhouse, he had to have the bearing of a powerhouse. Because of the existence of the cataclysm, a universe's strongest must know how to use tactics and how to give orders. Wang Xian had given him a lot of these items over the past 6 months. Tianci was still young. Unlike Wang Xian, who had fought his way through, his path was relatively simple, so there were some things that needed to be taught. For example, how he would treat the tribes of the Six Paths universe, and how he would treat the other 3 Heaven Origin Creation Realm experts. He could respect them as a junior. However, he also needed to gain the other party's respect. Otherwise, there would be no need to respect the other party at all. Wang Xian was very respectful towards the experts of the 9 Origins universe. Most of the time, he would address them as seniors. He was indeed a junior, so he had to be humble. But at the same time, I respect you, and you should treat me with courtesy. This was the foundation. For the following matters, Tianci would handle them on his own. Wang Xian would only watch from the side. Next, Prime Minister Turtle would also send a few members of the Dragon Palace to help him sort out some problems. A think tank was still very important. Even though Tianci had become a Heaven Origin Creation Realm expert, Wang Xian, as his old father, was not completely at ease. It's Lord Muli Tianci. The leaders of the tribes looked at Muli Tianci and were slightly shocked before they answered respectfully. Tianci sat on the dragon throne with the shadow of a divine tree behind him. It exuded a sharp aura. On his head, he wore a crown with a special pattern of a plant, a tree, and a divine dragon. It added a lot of dignity to his young face. He wore a dragon robe with the wood divine dragon, which made him look noble. The divine dragons pulled him and sat on the dragon throne. He had a complete Heaven Origin Creation Realm treasure. Even though he had not broken through, his strength was no weaker than a Heaven Origin Creation Realm expert who had just entered. His dignity was starting to show. The 13 divine dragons pulled the dragon throne and continued flying forward. Soon, they came to the sky above a forest. Below them, countless experts and disciples were already waiting. The undead Sand City and Golden Leopard were sitting on the thrones in the void. Godfather. Looking at the void in front of him that had been specially cleared, Tianci stood up slowly and looked at Wang Xian. "Go on." Wang Xian nodded at him and stood up slowly. "Yes, Godfather." Tianci did not talk to the rest, not to the 3 experts. He moved and flew straight up into the sky. Wang. Behind him, there was a divine tree that was not very thick. It was slightly slender and had some sharp thorns on it. It was filled with a sharp aura and appeared directly behind him. The divine tree exuded a suffocating aura, an aura that was no weaker than a creation realm expert who had just entered the divine origin realm charged downwards. He's about to break through? He has an aura that is no weaker than mine even before breaking through? If he breaks through, won't he be? The undead Sand City and the rest saw the 13 divine dragons and Tianci flying into the sky to break through. They were shocked when they felt the aura. Golden Leopard couldn't help but ask in a low voice. According to the rumors in the universe, if a Heaven Origin Creation Realm expert who has just broken through has an offensive Heaven Origin Creation Realm treasure, he can go against a control-level existence. In other words, he can easily take on 3 opponents at the same time. The undead spirit said with flickering eyes. He reached the Heaven Origin Creation Realm after cultivating for more than 300 million years. He's so much stronger than me when he just broke through. I'm so envious. Sand City couldn't help but comment. Tianci's luck is indeed heaven-defying. Not only was he born extraordinary, but he also met a godfather who doesn't care about treasures. I can't compare. The undead spirit shook his head and looked up into the sky. At this moment, all the experts and disciples had their eyes on Tianci. The roots of the divine tree behind Tianci seemed to have taken root in the void. The branches and leaves above shrouded Tianci completely. Tianci stood on it, and countless wood-based energy currents surged into his body from all around him. In the sky, the shadow of the divine tree appeared and swayed its branches. Plants and flowers bloomed. Tianxi stood there and opened his arms slowly. The divine tree behind him also began swaying its branches. At this moment, the starry sky seemed to have dimmed, leaving only the most dazzling divine tree and Tianxi. Rumble, rumble. The heavens and earth roared in celebration. Chapter 4184. Rumble, rumble. In the Six Paths universe, the booming sound reverberated throughout the sky above the grassland. A powerful ancient god tree's root took root in the void, revealing a powerful sharpness. It swayed its branches. Tianxi stood under the ancient god tree, his body stepping on its branches. In the surroundings, boundless wood elemental energy was gathering towards this place. The energy in Tianxi's body was increasing rapidly. At the same time, the ancient god tree behind him was also growing rapidly. This ancient god tree had to make use of the power of the universe and the energy absorbed by Tianxi's breakthrough to reach maturity. The majestic ancient god tree stood between heaven and earth as though it had existed since ancient times. The projection turned into a tangible object. Below, all the experts and disciples felt the pressure and their faces were filled with awe and respect. Some wood-based cultivators even knelt on the ground, closed their eyes, and absorbed the wood-based energy in the surroundings. Wang Xian watched this scene quietly, feeling the process of Tianxi's breakthrough. The group of experts from Dragon Palace also watched quietly. Wang. Before long, the ancient god tree behind Tianxi suddenly shook. The entire tree began to grow. Two new branches appeared on the ancient god tree, one on the left and one on the right. One of the two branches circled around the city, while the other was covered with sharp thorns. Wang Xian's eyes flickered as he looked at the two newly grown branches. Subsequently, fruits began to grow in the center of the tree, where the trunk was. 8 fruits appeared, and 2 of them were maturing rapidly. They're reaching maturity, Wang Xian murmured as he looked at the transformation of the Heaven Yuan creation treasure. He waved his palm, and the immortal slaying gourd on the progenitor tree flew towards the ancient god tree behind Tianxi. Subsequently, Wang Xian looked at some of the branches on the progenitor tree. Boundless wood branches, soul-returning wood branches, wudong wood branches, fuchang tree branches, nirvana thunder tree branches, and a black flower of the other shore struck towards the ancient god tree behind Tianxi. Every branch exuded a strong and majestic aura and luster. Every single one of them seemed to be a rare and extraordinary existence. In the past, the boundless tree, wudong tree, fuchang tree, and nirvana thunder tree were all venerable level branches. However, because of the progenitor tree, they had already reached the sovereign realm. As for the soul-returning wood and the immortal slaying gourd, they were already at the peak of the sovereign realm. The immortal slaying gourd was obtained by Wang Xian in the past and was extremely powerful. After being nurtured by him, the immortal sword within the immortal slaying gourd could instantly kill a pinnacle universe ruler realm expert. However, this kind of treasure was already useless to him. He gave it to Tianxi because the ancient god tree in Tianxi's body was an attack-type heavenly essence fortune treasure. As long as he nurtured it and allowed it to take root in the divine tree, the power of this immortal slaying gourd would only be slightly weaker than the last 2 branches that grew from the divine tree. The other branches might not be as strong. As for the soul-returning wood, it was purely to add some special methods and foundations. Divine trees and divine branches flew over one after another. The ancient god tree directly reached out a branch and accepted it, landing it on its body. The Heaven Yuan creation treasure in Tianxi's body was familiar with the progenitor tree in Wang Xian's body. Its body also contained the aura of the progenitor tree. The progenitor tree leaned towards support and nurture. The ancient god tree in Tianxi's body attacked. Rumble, rumble. As the ancient god tree matured, the energy in Tianxi's body also increased tremendously. His body gradually turned towards the Heaven Yuan creation treasure. With a loud bang, the shackles were broken. Tianxi, who was standing under the ancient god tree, opened his eyes and revealed a smile. He looked towards Wang Xian's position. Walala! The ancient god tree behind him swayed its branches. One of the 8 fruits on the main branch, The only two that were ripe flew towards Wang Xian, a fruit nurtured by the heaven Yuan creation treasure. This, around them, the souls of the dead stared at the fruit with fervent gazes. Their breathing was a little hurried. This was a priceless treasure. Such a fruit would definitely have terrifying effects. However, they did not dare to snatch it. Wang Xian stretched out his hand, grabbed the fruit, and sensed it. Flaming fruit. After devouring it, the body will erupt with wood-based energy, forming a forest. The forest will cover a certain area. Within this area, only by destroying all the trees can the user of the flaming fruit be killed. Within this area, if you are injured, you can consume the trees in the forest to heal your injuries. Wang Xian mumbled to himself as he sensed the information of the flaming fruit. Just from the information, he could not tell how strong this flaming fruit was. However, as a heaven Yuan creation divine tree, it could only bear 8 fruits in its lifetime. Its power would definitely be terrifying. The offensive ancient god tree was different from the progenitor tree. The progenitor tree could bear dozens of heaven Yuan creation treasures. Godfather, Mom, I've broken through, Tianci said to Wang Xian with a smile as he sensed the energy in his body. His body moved and he immediately flew over. Congratulations to nephew Muli Tianci for breaking through to the heaven Yuan creation realm. The undead golden leopard, Tu Shacheng, and the rest immediately congratulated loudly. Congratulations to Sir Muli Tianci for breaking through to the heaven Yuan creation realm. Greetings to Sir Muli Tianci. Below, all the experts and disciples immediately knelt on the ground and loudly congratulated and worshipped. I, Muli Tianci, a living being of the Six Paths universe, will definitely protect the people of our universe. Tianci narrowed his eyes, looked across all the experts and disciples, and said solemnly, this was the responsibility of a Heaven Yuan Creation Realm expert. This was also what a Heaven Yuan Creation Realm expert should do. We worship Sir Muli Tianci as our faith and will fight alongside him to protect our home. All the experts and disciples below were burning with passion as they roared loudly with their hearts pounding. This was the recognition that all living beings had for their own universe. This was the unity of their beliefs for the future before the cataclysm arrived. Haha, our Six Paths universe has one more top-notch Heaven Yuan Creation Realm expert. This is a great fortune for our Six Paths universe. Inform all the tribes and let them celebrate. Tu Shacheng laughed and announced loudly, yes, sir. Immediately, a disciple below replied, let's go. We have to celebrate properly this time. Jean Bao grinned and said, Tianci's breakthrough was also a good thing for them. When the cataclysm arrived, they would be under much less pressure. Under the circumstances that they could protect their own universe, they could also head to other universes to seek resources and opportunities. This was the law of the cataclysm. The strong preyed on the weak. The weak protected their own universe while the strong went out to plunder. It was cruel. Chapter 4185. Tianci had broken through. To the Six Paths universe, this was a joyous occasion. To Wang Xian and the rest, this was a joyous occasion. Tianci was a living being of the Six Paths universe, but he was also Wang Xian's adopted son. He was also the crown prince of Dragon Palace. Tianci also treated Wang Xian as his biological father. What happened next was that the Six Paths universe celebrated Tianci's breakthrough for over a decade. Since Wang Xian had nothing to do, he accompanied the girls to have fun in the Six Paths universe. Tianci hadn't been to many places, not even in the Six Paths universe. He followed Wang Xian and the rest to have fun in the Six Paths universe. This made Wang Xian and the rest completely relaxed. Today's Dragon Palace was no longer weak. In fact, the Dragon Palace was one of the most powerful forces in the Nine Essences universe. Wang Xian now possessed the strength of a control-level expert, and so did Tianci. In addition to the Tai Chi Dragon coiling 5 elements grindstone and the Qilin Ox, the Dragon Palace was equivalent to having 3 control-level existences. Apart from that, 1 or 2 newcomers would have to be added into the equation. Meanwhile, 3 control-level beings were enough to fight against a Dao-level being. In other words, even if the Demon Clan became enemies with the Dragon Palace, The current strength of the Dragon Palace was not afraid. Wang Xian wasn't afraid even if the fallen Shadow Devil Emperor attacked Wang Xian and the rest. Of course, as a veteran powerhouse, the fallen Shadow Demon Emperor should have more trump cards. However, if he really wanted to deal with the Dragon Palace, he would suffer great losses. After all, both Wang Xian and Tian Xi had Tianyuan creation treasures. Wang Xian and the others had stayed in the Six Paths universe for over 100 million years. Over 100 million years, he had visited almost every corner of the Six Paths universe. It also allowed them to completely relax. 100 million years later, Wang Xian and the rest returned to the Dragon Palace. Tian Xi didn't go back either. Instead, he stayed in the Six Paths universe to deal with some matters in the tribe. He began to improve the strength of the disciples in the tribe to prepare for the coming cataclysm. In 1.8 billion years, the cataclysm will begin. After returning to the Dragon Palace, Wang Xian estimated the time and mumbled to himself. 1.8 billion years was neither a long time nor a short time. He went into seclusion to help the Void Divine Dragon's body comprehend the power of space. Now, Wang Xian still had two areas where he could improve. One was the body of the Void Divine Dragon. One was the maturation of the progenitor tree. The maturation of the progenitor tree was inevitable. All that was left was to wait. It was hard to say how long it would take for the Void Divine Dragon body to break through. Time passed day by day. 200 million years passed in the blink of an eye. Ding! Congratulations, host ancestor tree has completely matured. On this day, Wang Xian was cultivating in seclusion. All of a sudden, he felt a majestic force of vitality gushing into his body. Immediately after, the system's voice rang out abruptly. This caused him to be slightly stunned, but his face was immediately filled with a smile. The progenitor tree had finally broken through. He moved and immediately teleported to the Dragon Palace. At the same time, with a thought, information regarding the progenitor tree appeared in his mind. Progenitor tree, Fortune of Heaven branch, Soul returning wood branch, Juggernaut tier. Possesses soul returning fetus fruit, Parasol tree branch, Ruler rank, Phoenix nest, Place of Nirvana, Boundless tree branch, Ruler level. Possesses the boundless fruit. Increases the speed of fire-type cultivators. Everlasting tree branch, Ruler level. Possesses the everlasting fruit. Unlocks the intelligence of living beings. Nirvana thunder tree branch, Ruler level. Possesses the Nirvana thunder fetus fruit. Increases the speed of cultivation of thunder-type cultivators. Black flower of the other shore, Ruler level. Unique flower. Possesses mysterious abilities. Fruit. Mother fetus fruit, heavenly origin fortune level. Nurtures 29 mother fetus fruits. 4 of them have matured. Flaming fruit, one and only. Abilities, 1. Can resurrect all wood-type plants. As the progenitor tree's energy increases, it can increase the level of the branches. Attachment. Ancient Pond Moon Bay, Ruler level. Can heal injuries rapidly. Can heal irreversible injuries. Looking at the information, Wang Xian moved and immediately came to the Dragon King Palace. Looking at the progenitor tree behind the Dragon Throne in the Dragon King Palace, Wang Xian revealed a smile. The lush progenitor tree was filled with endless vitality. It was completely different from the heavenly origin fortune divine tree. The progenitor tree seemed to be able to nurture everything. The various branches and fruits on it emitted majestic energy, especially the 29 fruits on the trunk. 4 of them had matured completely. Mother fetus fruit. Wang Xian flew over. With a wave of his arm, a mother fetus fruit landed in his hand. At the same time, a message was transmitted to his mind. Mother fetus fruit could be consumed in advance. When facing the threat of death, it could unleash a terrifying burst of vitality. This vitality could continue to heal one's injuries. It could last until the energy was exhausted. As for how long it would last, it would depend on the specific situation. Wang Xian had to try it himself. However, the mother fetus fruit had a terrifying effect. It could resurrect without any injuries. Yes, it could resurrect after the energy of the mother fetus fruit was exhausted. After he was killed, he could resurrect unscathed in the Dragon Palace.